Hi guys, and welcome back to the SN Studio for another Horus Heresy Barry Pool. We have another guest for you today. His name is Rob Medwell. He's come all the way from England. You probably know him as Meda's Miniatures on Instagram and on social media, and he has brought his beautiful Alpha Legion. Yes, the Alpha Legion are finally back in the studio, this time as a guest though, and we can't wait. We are playing the Crucible of War mission, 3,000 points, and we've got this beautiful Mars-style abandoned depot of some sort right behind me, as you can see. It matches perfectly the Alpha Legion. This is why we have decided to take this battlefield out, because I think it will look absolutely gorgeous for this battle. Now, I will be leading my personal Imperial Fists, and it will be led by none other than Sigismund himself. So after talking to Rob for a couple of days now of what list we were going to bring, we thought we should have a Primarch on the table. So he is bringing Antharius, and who other than Sigismund himself that can actually take down a Primarch. So we are all looking forward to an epic duel in the center of the battlefield. That is what we are all here for. And I've actually brought some Templar Brethren, a really cool Rite of War where my veterans and my Terminators actually are lying. So basically for those veterans, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those new, it is called the Pride of the Legion, which I'll go straight into when I'm talking about my list. And then we have Rob bringing a very different list to what we see normally at the SN Studio. He's brought a lot of different units. He's brought a lot of iconic, specific Alpha Legion units as well, and a lot of movability. So we're seeing a lot of normal speeders, we're seeing a lot of Proteus speeders as well, and I actually can't wait to see how it performs on the battlefield today. So with that said, let's go straight onto lists with the Alpha Legion coming up first.
Hello, I'm Rob from Meda's Miniatures, a commission painting studio in the UK. I'm also one of the hosts of Heresy Hammer, a heresy-themed podcast, and today I am bringing you 3,000 points of Alpha Legion, led by Antharius himself. I will be running the Headhunter Leviathal Rite, but I won't be taking any actual Headhunters with me today. In the HQ slot, I have a Herald, pretty bare bones. He's not running any other kind of weaponry. In the elite slots, I have a Talon of Contemptors. One of those Contemptors is armed with dual Gravis Melta Cannons, and the other one is running a Gravis Melta Cannon and a Fist as well. The Fist is really useful for some close combat support, but I find that they are really useful fire base as well. For my Rewards of Treason unit, which is an elite unit for the Alpha Legion, I will be taking a White Scars Ebon Keshig. 5-man Ebon Keshig, pretty bare bones, around 220 points, that unit. I find that they do some work in the game and then not a lot of work in the game as well. So we'll see how they fare today. With Weapon Skill 5, they have the potential to hit pretty hard, but if they hit other elite units, sometimes they don't perform quite as well. My third elite slot will be a unit of 3 laser Rapier destroyers. These pack a punch. They're so useful at getting rid of armor, but also doubling out elite Terminators and elite units as well. And they are pretty good in a pinch when going against things like Contemptors and Leviathans as well. So hopefully they will do well against Steve's mechanized force today and his Leviathans as well. In my troop slots, I have 2 tactical squads. They're exactly the same. So the Sergeant has Artificer armor, and then I've also got 1 Nuncio Vox in there as well for each unit. The Nuncio Voxes are really useful because of the next units I'm taking, which is 6 Proteus Land Speeders. Now, they are going to be in 2 squads, and each squad obviously has 3 speeders in each one, but each one of those is rocking 2 Grav Cannons. These do work for me every time I've taken these to a game. They are really the spine and the backbone of this list. They create all sorts of problems for my opponent in terms of the amount of difficult and dangerous terrain it leaves behind, and that synergizes really well with the Alpha Legion rule, just making sure that it's really hard for my opponent to get those successful charges in place as well. And then my third fast attack slot is 2 javelins, and each javelin is rocking las cannons and a multi-melter as well. Again, like the Contemptors, these offer great fire support. They are really quick. They move 14, but the range on them is excellent nonetheless. In my heavy support slots, I'm taking 1 Leviathan Dreadnought. That's armed with the Claw and then the Melta Lance, and I'm also taking the Phosphex Discharger as well. Again, leaning into that difficult and dangerous terrain that the Phosphex leaves behind. Unlike the Grav though, the Phosphex is left behind for the entire game, so we shall see if that does any work. My second heavy support slot is filled by a heavy support squad, and they are taking Volkite Culverins. I've got Artificer armor, I've got a Augury scanner, which I think might be useful because Pardo is going to be using some deep striking Terminators, I believe. And then finally, I've got a Nuncio box in there as well. So I'm hoping to put that unit in a high place so it can kind of see everything on the board to be able to twin link the Proteus land speeders, blasts, and their Grav. So I found that combination synergizes really well, makes the Grav super reliable. And finally, the most important guy of all is Alfarius. Now, Alfarius is being taken with a command squad. So I've kept under the 750 points at 25%, taking Alfarius with a Cataphractii command squad. There's 5 members of that command squad. 2 of them have power axes. 1 of them, of course, has a banner, a Legion standard, which is always really useful to make a really hardy unit that can kind of stay in the middle of the board, score objectives, and defend that objective as well. But I've also got within that unit 3 Thunderhammers. So these guys put in work because Alfarius has an instant death spear, the Pale Spear, but a lot of his abilities come even before the game starts. So we'll see some of his tricks when we get started next.
So here we go again with the 7th Legion. The Imperial Fists are back and using the pride of the Legion, Rite of War. And like I stated in the introduction, I have none other than Sigismund himself leading the whole army for today. He is my warlord, and what a warlord he is. So he is probably the only non-Primarch character that can actually go against the Primarch character. So can't wait to actually get stuck in, see actually how strong he actually is in a challenge. We have Alfarius in the other side, so quite a good challenge it should be. Then moving on to elites, we have first of all a Contemptor Talon of 2. They're both equipped with exactly the same. They have a Gravis las Cannon, a Gravis Power Fist with an inbuilt Melta. We then have a second elite slot, and that is an Apothecarian detachment of 2 Apothecaries. Again, these are specifically to attach to certain units to actually have a bit more resilience on them. So they'll probably be either attached to the Templar Brethren or to the bigger squads of Tactical Marines, or maybe even the Veteran squad. We shall see when we deploy. Now, they have come as stock. We haven't upgraded their weapons or their armor, so a 3+ armor and a Chainsword it is for today. Then we move on to troop choices, which I have 5 of. First of all, we're going to go into my compulsory troop slots, and because of my Rite of War, my first compulsory troop choice is a veteran squad. Veteran squad of 10 veterans, and the sergeant is wielding a solo Rite power gauntlet, and all the other veterans have a bolt pistol and a lightning claw. Now, I've also paid points for a plasma pistol on the sergeant, and the squad has a Vexilia. The sergeant also has Artificer armor. The veterans have a dedicated transport of a Rhino just for a bit more of survivability. Not the best tank, obviously, because they can't assault out of it. But again, I've just paid the points for a bit more of survivability. The tank has a multi-melter upgrade. We then move to my second compulsory troop slot, and that is a unit of 5 Cataphractii Terminators. I've paid for the Vigil Shield on the sergeant and a solo Rite power gauntlet on him as well. All the rest have power fists and combi bolters. I also have 2 units of Templar Brethren, which specifically are in the troop slots just because Sigismund allows it to. Now, they are all equipped, obviously, with the power swords and the bolt pistols. I've paid the points for combat shields throughout the unit, a Vixilia to go with it, and one of the sergeants has a Rite power gauntlet and is mastercrafted as well, so for some extra hitting goodness. Both of these units have a dedicated transport of a Land Raider Proteus. Heavy bolters, twin-linked heavy bolters, and obviously the stock las cannons. They'll be riding it for a bit more of, again, resilience to get up the field and strike the enemy at its full will. And then lastly, we have a big squad of tactical marines. Big squad of 18, I believe it is. All of them have chain bayonets as well on the bolters. The unit has a Vixilia as well to go with them, an augury scanner as well, and the sergeant has a power fist and a plasma pistol. And then lastly, in the heavy support slot, we have a Leviathan Dreadnought. He is equipped with the Volkites, the Storm Cannon, and obviously the Siege Claw with the inbuilt Melta. Probably my most hard-hitting unit, a beast in combat and in shooting as well, with all those shots, especially with the Storm Cannon. So really looking forward to see how the list performs. It's got some teeth, it's got movability, it's good in combat, it has some shooting, so it's a really all-rounder list. With that said, you've seen my list, you've seen Rob's list. Let's go straight to the battle, and that's coming up next.
The Imperial Fists Legion had dispatched their 10th company to bolster the defences of Ingram Fall, a listening post and communications hub for the Loyalist activities in the sector. Vox transmissions of heavy fighting and calls for assistance from an ultramarine contingent stationed at the facility had been received, with orders from Rogel Dawn on the Phalanx sent to secure the outpost at all costs. As soon as the Imperial Fist's boots had hit the ground, something had gone awry. The facility lay dormant. As the twin suns peeked over the horizon, the Loyalists moved deeper into the nest of relay stations and satellite infrastructure. There was no station personnel, no Ultramarines, and no sign of activity or even battle damage from any conflict. The Imperial Fist's commander attempted to contact the fleet in orbit, only to be met with distortions. Before they could react, the Alpha Legion emerged.
Here we go! Both armies now fully deployed and ready for battle. Rob Medwell, Medas Miniatures,
Hello.
In the studio.
I'm here.
The big man himself. He is very, very big. As you can see, he's nearly as big as the banner behind him. So yeah, and I'm really small. So I'm like raising the camera like really, really high right now.
Little and large, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is the Battle of Goliath.
That is true, yes. And I don't want to be Goliath, ideally.
I was just going to say, you know how that finishes.
Yeah.
We are playing the Crucible of War mission from the new Siege of Cathonia book. Well, it's not very new anymore. It's newish. 3 objectives on the table, which we place. Mr. Rob actually won the first roll-off. He has strategic advantage at the moment, so he places the first one. He placed the first one just behind these crates here.
Conveniently.
As you can see, conveniently
behind these crates. Yeah.
Very close to Inferius already.
Yeah.
I then placed this one on this flank, and then he placed the third one on this rock formation, let's say that.
I think this is going to be difficult to fight over, actually.
It will.
This is a bit awkward, I think.
You actually need infantry to go into that.
Exactly. Yes, that was my cunning plan all along.
Yeah, cool. So we've got the Alpha Legion finally in the studio for 2.0. I think it's the second time only they have appeared in a battle report in 2.0.
Did they win last time?
I actually think they win. So it was a very narrative-driven report.
Okay.
So I can't really remember. It was one of the first ones we did in 2.0, but I actually think they did win with their shenanigans and tricks and stuff like that.
They've got a lot of tricks, right?
Which we're going to see again today. So Sigismund versus Antharius. We're quickly going to go through a terrain really quickly. So we're using all of the bunkers, the big stuff, as ruins. We're using the connections, these barricades, as barricades, and then we're using these as area terrain. So these will have a 6-up cover save, whilst all the rest will have a 5-up for infantry, and obviously 6-up for everything with the vehicle. Yeah, let's go straight on to deployments. You deployed first, but the Imperial Fists are closer to me, so I'm going to run you through my side first. So we've got the Rhino, obviously with the veteran squads deployed inside. I have attached an Apothecary to that veteran squad just for a bit more resilience. In the middle here, we've got the 2 Land Raiders. I actually didn't know what to do with them, just to point out that Mr. Medas on the other side actually has a lot of shenanigans. Before the game starts, you can actually redeploy Antharius and up to 3 units, right? So it's 4 in total you could do?
Yeah, so after the scout move, you can then redeploy. I think that's going to be less useful here because I'm going first.
Yes.
So I've kind of got an advantage, not the strategic advantage, just an advantage from going first about deployment. So there's not much I would probably counter.
Okay.
But maybe I will, maybe I won't. I mean, the Alpha Legion are famously duplicitous, so who knows what's going to happen
next.
Who
knows? Yeah, I'm even confused. You are even confused already.
Yes, that's exactly right. Yeah.
So we've got obviously the Land Raider with the more black on it actually has Sigismund inside, with the other one has not Sigismund inside. So this one's the one with actually the special Imperial Fist, which is called the Solar Rite Gauntlet. There we go. Then we've got the Leviathan for a bit more resilience in the middle. I always like to deploy my Leviathan in the middle. They're quite slow. They only move 6. They can't run. So having in the middle is a good position to actually be. Moving on to the left, we have the big squad of 18, I think it was, Tactical Marines. I've attached the second Apothecary to it. Obviously, there's a very nice objective just in front.
Tasty objective.
Tasty 4-up, Fear No Pain.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like that? And then on the left, flanking, we've got the Talon of Contemptors. Obviously, again, supporting the tactical squad a bit more. I've already seen that there's a couple of units that I can cater really well with those Contemptors. So I think that's the best place to put them. Now, in reserves, we do have a Terminator squad, so which we've already stated at the beginning in our introduction. Coming down, obviously, as from turn 2. I have no idea what I'm going to do them, where I'm going to place them, but we shall see how the battle goes. Now, moving on to the Alpha Legion side.
Yes.
Rob, Mr. Medas, so Mr. Medwell.
I had pick of the sides.
Yes.
So I could choose whichever one I wanted. I thought this was good. It gave me
It's a beautiful deployment.
Yeah,
I love it.
It was the building really I wanted for the heavy sports squad.
Yes.
So we've got over here. We've got a laser destroyer battery.
Yep.
And I thought this would be quite good because it's quite a cheeky little fire lane.
It's a beautiful fire lane.
Steve's kind of convenient just put his Land Raiders over there. We've got a squad of Proteus with Grav.
Okay.
We've got over here our 2 Contemptors, a Talon of Contemptors here, and then we've got a Tac Squad. So this is kind of just like a unit working in support of one another, helping each other out, taking this flank. Down the centre, we've got another squad of speeders, and I'm hoping that we might be able to draw a bead on the Leviathan over there and kind of get rid of that. And then we've got our Forest with the command squad.
Okay.
And then
leading it all.
Exactly, and hopefully that's going to go straight down the middle, straight to that objective. As I said before, we've got our Volkite squad, our heavy support Volkite squad up here with a Herald just inspiring everybody all around. And then we've got our 2 speeders at the back, so kind of conveniently hidden them behind.
It's a good place to put them.
Some terrain, so can't draw a bead on them. The Imperial Fists can't draw a bead. And then we've got
some white scars.
Yeah, and any cheeky white scars they've turned up. So we've got some Golden Keshig over here, and then again working as almost like a blob, a unit. So we've got our Tac Squad here, and then Golden Keshig, and then Leviathan in support as well. Perfect. So I'm hoping that with these kind of units working in synergy with one another. Each of the flanks can be held, and the centre ground can be held as well. That's the game plan. Although I might mix it up.
Yes,
because I can move some units.
There's still a lot to change.
So if I'm going to move units, it will only be slight adjustments, I think.
I love the subtle touch of Alpha Legion on those golden Keshig.
Oh,
with the decals on the
absolutely.
front. Beautiful to get. And look at that corner there. We've got 40 templates for the Grav, as many as he wants. Look at that cheeky face. Cheeky face already. Okay, now, at the beginning of the game, you need to decide if you want to scout, infiltrate, or deep strike.
So, from the beginning, I said I was going to scout.
Yep.
No, we don't deal with deep strike, so I'm going to scout.
Okay.
Would you like me to do my scouts now?
No, so we do it after.
After Steve's initiative.
So we're going to do it that way. Obviously, it's a bit clanky in the book. No one knows exactly how it is. We've always run it as after we know who exactly is going first.
Perfect.
Which I think is the better way for the attack. Obviously, the person that has the scout, but I think it's how it should be anyway.
Cool.
So let's go for the sealed stealing of the initiative. Do I want to go first is the question. I think, look, I'm going to be honest. I played this mission like 2 weeks ago, and I think you have to be quite aggressive with it. Score those tasty points at the beginning of the first couple of turns, and then try and survive from there. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I will try to seize the initiative. I've got my rainbow dice here. Will Rob taste the rainbow?
Is this the one? This is the dice.
This is the dice.
Okay.
This is the one that only rolled sixes. So,
okay, brilliant.
Can he taste the rainbow?
No, that is,
it is another one.
The opposite of what
that is actually
what you want.
My second roll of the game,
okay.
And it's already another
one.
A double one.
Get them out of the way early. That's what I say.
Okay, so we're going to go on to turn 1 movement for the Alpha Legion. Remember that he can redeploy 3 units, scout move as well. So his deployment is going to be very, very different probably to what it actually is. Excited to see. Let's go on to turn 1. Coming up next. Okay, we are back, and the movement phase hasn't finished, but I've really enjoyed all the shenanigans that they've already been in place. Look at him. Look at him. And I thought it would be very interesting to show you guys at home what has actually happened before the movement phase, because you lose out a bit when we go through into the movement phase. You'll actually skip and miss a lot of things that have happened. So, Mr. Medwell, tell us what is going on here.
So, as part of Alpharis's special kind of rules, he's able to scout his unit, or himself rather, but he's with the command squad. And 3 units are allowed to gain scout. So what I've done is I've moved up the Landspeeder Proteus.
Okay.
I've moved up this squad here. I've scouted this squad, Landspeeder Proteus as well. And that's great. That's ideal, really, because they're a shooting unit. They're not a close combat unit. I don't want them getting into close combat, because otherwise they're pretty much screwed. So the fact that they can't assault after scout is absolutely fine. But I've also moved up, as part of the scout move, this Leviathan over here, just to draw a bead down there, but also just to hold and protect this objective.
Okay.
I think it's good, especially in a 4-turn game, where we're kind of, if you can scout Leviathan up, because it gives you an extra turn of movement.
They're slow,
Exactly. So I think just kind of moving that up is useful. And then with Alpharis's command squad, they're cataphracti, and they're heavy, so they're slow as well. So I've moved those guys up extra 6 inches. So I've got a little bit of movement. I'm confident. You've rolled the seize the initiative. You haven't done it, so I'm really confident in my next turn that I'm going to be able to chip off either some wounds or whole points, depending what I go after with these speeders. So fingers crossed.
You redeploy the javelins as well, right?
Yeah. So on top of that, so that was just our scout move. But before the battle begins, I can redeploy 3 units. So I did a little bit of redeployment, nothing major. So I redeployed these javelins over here. So these were tucked behind a building, just in case you were able to get that seize off, just to draw a bead. Now, I think that my action plan here is to have these go for the Leviathan. That's my game plan at this point, and then these as backup, because I'll need to strip off a few extra wounds off of that.
Perfect.
As well.
Okay, so that's all the scouts and redeploying. Now we go into movement, coming up next. Okay, we are back. Movement now over for the Alpha Legion, and as you can see, he's gone very aggressive on this side specifically, but also trying to get as much board control as they can on this side, but not going too much on this side, keeping it sneaky. Okay, so Rob, take us through your movement.
Yep, so I'll work at this end over here.
Okay,
so I've just moved these guys up a little bit. They've only got
4 inches movement,
only a very short move they can make to draw a bead on some Contemptors over there. Been super aggressive with these. to hopefully try and get as many wounds on them as possible.
Yep.
I have moved these guys up. I've not run them because they can draw a bead on the attack squad. And we've got no night fight. We didn't mention that, did we? No night fight.
For being there.
Yeah, so that's good. And then I've
advantage.
Run this attack squad up.
Okay.
Making my way towards that objective over there.
Yeah.
Move these guys within 18 to draw a bead on the Leviathan.
Perfect.
But I've got a little cheeky dice here. Should I do?
Yes.
See if
So
I
dangerous terrain test
roll
on that
roll
one.
a 1 on these.
Roll a 1, please. Make it a good start. It's a 6.
SN.
SN. There we go. That's the logo you want to see.
I've moved these guys up, so they're now claiming that objective.
Okay.
These guys have just done absolutely nothing. They're just sitting happy.
That's what we want to do.
These guys just moved up a little bit, so I've got a bead on the Leviathan, but also if I want to go for some cheeky shots at the land raiders, I can. I've run through the difficult terrain to claim this objective.
Lovely.
At the end of the turn.
Yep. And it's player turn as well, so you'll get it.
Yeah, exactly right.
Turn.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not game turn.
It's about getting as many objectives early on as possible, isn't it?
Exactly that.
Move the Leviathan around. I did kind of think for a bit I would go down this central bit, but it basically stopped me from
moving on.
Getting the actual objective, which would have been a pain. And then moved 14 inches with the bikes, ready to support the Leviathan in the next turn. I don't think they're going to do too much this turn, but just ready for my
next turn.
Yeah. And then to say as well, just before we started, I chose preferred enemy everything.
Yes.
From Alfarius's rule, because I think that this is going to be quite critical to see if I can shut down some dreadnoughts.
Yeah, first. And no night fighting.
No night fighting either.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
How we like it.
Okay, so on to shooting coming up next. Okay, we are back, and we're going to start with a lot of grav shots, a lot of grav small blasts from this unit. So there we go. We've got all the little templates that go straight underneath. They're only here for a turn, so they will disappear at the beginning of Rob's next turn. So first one going on to the front one, right?
Yeah. Something to just say about these as well. Not only are they difficult and dangerous terrain,
yes,
but also if I can concuss you. For a turn, that might be quite useful as well.
They're fearless though, and it's different because it's a
leadership check.
So
it'll be a leadership check on a 9.
Perfect. I think I'm going to shoot back at you.
Oh, that's a bit cheeky.
With this one, yes.
You're going to use your reaction already?
Already, yeah. I don't think there's any, because the Land Raiders can't do anything. The Storm Cannon might be able to actually do something. Okay. It's going to get shot at. I can shoot. I'm actually going to wait and shoot the Storm Cannon, which has the Leviathan, which has more shots.
Okay, and you've got a second movement reaction, right?
I've got 2 movement reactions.
Yeah, 2 movement. So I'm not expecting you to.
No.
So you got to choose which one you want to use.
Exactly.
Okay. Cool.
So here we go. Let's do the first shots. So a little scatter here.
So just say as well, got Nuncio Vox
just in the back.
Basically everywhere on the table they can see. So we're all good. So we're going to go slap bang on him.
Okay. So that's a hit.
Hits.
Perfect.
Next one.
Second one.
I'm gonna
re-roll that.
You know what? I'm not going to re-roll it because I think it's actually going to go off the table. So 4. I'm going to re-roll it.
Okay.
So just 1 inch there.
Hits, yeah.
So it's going to click both
of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a couple more, right?
Yeah.
That was 2.
So we've got 4 more to do here.
This is where it takes time. We're going to do the first one to show you, then the next unit.
So straight on him.
Yeah, the next unit we'll do off camera.
That's just a cheeky 2 inches.
2 inches. It's going to clip 2. It's going to clip both 2 for sure.
Yeah, perfect.
Yep. And that 2 more to do. Okay, so 5th one
hits.
Is a hit, and the 6th one is a double hit again.
Super.
So you've got 4 hits and 2 which have hit both, right?
Yeah, no, 6 on him.
6 on him.
And then 2 on him.
2 on him.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
perfect.
Right. Yeah.
So now we roll the dice. How this works is basically on a 1, nothing happens. On a 2 to 5, you do a wound, which I can do my invulnerable save. And on 6s, basically it goes straight through. I can't even do my invulnerable save.
Can't do anything.
So we do it the 6 first?
Yeah, okay. So just to say as well, I've picked preferred enemy. I think we mentioned that before.
We did.
So re-rolling 1s on this one.
Okay.
So re-rolling this one.
Okay.
Into 1 again.
Okay, so that is 5 ups.
Yep.
There we go. And that is 2 past, taking me down to 4 left.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. 2 past, taking me down to 3 left, because it's got 6 wounds.
And then 2 on the back here.
2 on the back, yeah.
So just 2.
2 on that one, 2 invulnerable saves.
saves.
Both failed. So 3 on the first one. 3 wounds left on the first one, 4 wounds left on the second one. Do you want to do some extra shooting or?
You know what? I would really love to do some extra shooting, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So shall we start with these?
Yeah, let's go with these.
Okay. So it's 6 9 shots, is it?
So 6 shots, twin lengths.
It's 2 shots each.
2 shots each. Yeah, that's right. 2 shots.
I use them with the militia. They're just a bit worse shooting.
Not quite as good.
Hits on 4s rerolling. You're hitting on 3s rerolling. So, okay, you're going into the, I guess, the severely wounded
I will
one?
go with the first one, I think.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So 3 left on him.
Okay, so hitting on 3 twin lengths. So just re-rolling that one. Basically, I would like that again.
Yeah, that would be good.
Nothing there.
Okay, perfect.
So
Strength 10. So
no, strength 9.
9. Still 2's to wounds.
Yeah, but they've got ordnance, which won't make a difference here.
No,
so
because
just
it's
hoping for 2s, and then re-rolling once.
Yeah. Okay,
enemy.
so that is another
5.
5. So 5 ups. That is him dead because he was 3 wounds remaining. So how much does he explode? 5. So he's going to hit yours. Do you want to wound him?
I would love to wound him on
3 up.
3 up. Wounds.
He wounds. 2 up.
Give me that 1.
That passes.
Boom.
Okay, so he's gone. Zoink. And what we're going to do is we're going to do... do you want to finish off? Because do you know what the target for them is? Or do you have to check line of sight?
I think that it's unlikely now that I can see that one.
Okay, so we'll have a little stop now.
Yep.
Check line of sight, and then what we are going to do is we're going to do these off camera. Now that they've seen how they actually perform with the templates and stuff, we're going to put some templates down on this side, and we'll come back to show you what they've actually done. Okay, we are back, and the Proteus and Land Speeders have already shot. They dealt 6 wounds. He's already rolled. 1's gone straight through because he rolled a 6 on the wound, and basically that ignores my invulnerable as well. So he's on 6 wounds, and then he's given me another 5. Ouch. Okay, so I've got 5 ups here. Past 2, so that's another 3 dealt. So he is down to 3 wounds remaining already. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, we're going to carry on shooting. Rob actually has...
Do you want to do your return fire? Because I think you
yes,
chose to return fire.
I don't know if I said it on camera or not, but I did say I was going to return fire. So I think I've got 6 shots, right?
Yep. Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s.
Yep.
Not twin linked.
Excellent.
And I rolled 2 1s, obviously.
Good, good.
And then strength is 7, your toughness is 5, right? So 2's to wounds. That's 3 wounds. 1 of them is AP2.
Just go straight through. I can't do anything about that. So
nope.
I've got just two normal saves.
And then I've got my Volkites. Well, let's do all of them together. So I've got my Volkites hitting on 2s. That's all hits. And it's still strength 5. So 4s, that is 3 Volkite shots.
Okay.
And then can you quickly measure if I am within 12 for my Melta shots?
I don't really want to, but I suppose I will, as you've invited me in here.
So he's out, right?
Just out.
Just out. Okay. So it's 3 Volkites and
2. Well, it was 3 wounds, but 1 just goes straight through.
Just
so
goes through.
2 for the Storm Cannon, so 3
ups.
So all
Perfect.
good.
Yeah.
And then how many for the Volkite was it?
The Volkite was 3.
3.
Only 3.
So 3 for the Volkite.
3 ups. 2 goes through, so I need to roll once more for
please.
The Flagellates.
Yeah.
Which one's
wounds? 1 more.
Passes.
Cool.
So one's down to 1 wound?
1 wound, yeah.
One
That's
down
2
to
wounds there, so down to 1 wound.
Perfect. Okay, now, what do you want to shoot next? Because you said you had a weird...
Yeah, so what I'm going to do, and the reason I'm doing this, is I'm going to fire these Volkites right into that attack squad over there.
Into these.
And I'm going to do that. The reason I'm going to do that first is because these guys can just see the front of the unit.
Yeah, only a couple that they can
Exactly.
It's about like that.
I won't be able to take. If I killed as many as I could.
Yeah.
I could only actually kill like 3 or 4.
Okay.
And then my plan is to then fire into
kill a
there
couple
as well.
more.
And the reason I'm doing it in that order is because if I fired with these guys first, I think that these guys.
I'll take at the front, and maybe you won't be able to see.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it, right?
Let's do those shots on camera then for everybody to see. Apart from that, you can't shoot with anything here. They're not in range.
Correct.
The Volkites are though strength 5, so you can actually
strength 6 for Volkite.
Strength 6 on the front.
Yeah, for those ones. Yeah.
So I think I should have been wounded on 3s then here.
Okay.
We'll check the camera.
Yeah.
But you can actually do some damage there.
Just do a little cheeky shots into them. Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, so we're going to do the Volkites first. That is it 5 shots each?
5 shots apiece. Yeah.
5 shots apiece.
So 25.
Nice.
25 in total.
I don't know if you have enough dice. So maybe
I'll do 20, and then.
Okay, perfect.
And then I shall do
some more
from there. Yeah.
Okay. So let's do that. Hitting on 3s, and obviously then looking for those tasty 2s because they are strength 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. Hitting on 3s.
So ones, as many ones as possible.
Yeah,
is good
because
for
you
the
can
third
reroll
enemy.
this turn.
Cool. That's a pretty good hits on those.
That is a lovely spread of
get rid of that.
lovely spread of hits.
Lovely.
Okay, and then looking for twos.
And then we've got another 5 to do after this.
Rerolling ones as well, right?
Yeah, rerolling ones as well.
Yeah.
So there's a cheeky one there,
Okay.
So
I'm going to use your dice because it's just going to be easier to do.
well,
so
these dice are rolling hot. I'm not sure I'm going
are
to touch
really.
touch my amazingly hot dice. I'm going to have to take these home with me.
So what we're going to do is we're actually going to check how many he can actually see, and then come back for those saving throws. We are back, and we've already checked line of sight. 5 of them are actually in line of sight, so only 5 can die. So one of them is my sergeant, which means I can do some artificer rolls. So I can only do 4. How we do it here is we basically just limit it to the number of initiative rolls that the model has.
It won't matter
So
because you're going to roll a 1 straight away. So
this is what always happens. So here we go. 2 up.
Excellent.
Right. Okay, and then 3 ups here. 2 more, and then 1 more to make it 5. Okay, so then I've got my feel no pains on these 3 for 5 ups. That's 2 dead, and my sergeant feel no pain is a pass. So he survived. So 2 of them are dead, which has to be from line of sight. So it's going to be these 2, and that's all of them shooting. Do you want to carry on shooting?
Yeah, I've got 5 more shots to do from these guys.
Oh, there you go. That's all yours. All yours.
So
I should have done my I should have done my feel no pain.
Feel no pain, yeah.
So I can't do any more of my sergeant rolls. So
these are hitting on
3s, rerolling 1s. Okay,
so 2 miss.
Yeah. And we didn't have enough dice, so this is why.
Let's move those out.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way. And then 2s, rerolling 1s. So 3 saves.
3 more. So 3 ups here because I can't use artificial armor. All pass now. Perfect. Okay, so 2 still are dead. Now we're going to do the melters from here, right?
Cool.
So 2 shots each.
Yeah. Can just going to have a think about something.
Okay, perfect.
So, yeah.
Okay. Naughty Pardo. I still had to do all these more extra rolls. I was thinking 5 can only die, so I only just did 5 rolls. So these are all 3 ups because I can't do artificial armor. So 3 ups and then 5 ups over here from Feel No Pain. And that is the extra 5. So 2 have already died plus 3 more. But one of them is the sergeant, right?
Yep.
So how would that work? So it's only 4 that's died because one of them was the sergeant?
Yep.
Because you can't kill more than that, right?
Sounds good.
So 2 more dead, but the sergeant survived because of the Feel No Pain. Okay, now you want to carry on shooting with the melters?
I certainly do because we want to smoke that sergeant. So we did check this before, but because you've inconveniently taken some from the front,
Yeah, I think should still be. It's 24.
Just double check. Easy peasy.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Cool. So we shall do the double Gravis Melta first.
4 shots. Hitting on 2s. Do
twin
I
linked.
evade here? You still have those to shoot. I can't evade because he's...
Pardo.
I've already
used it.
I've already shot back. Naughty. I'm so used to having the double wall.
You're trying to keep this tax squad alive, but it's gonna die.
It can't run away at least because I've got a Vixilia. So
so hitting on 2s twin linked. So that was twin linked. Lovely. And then 2s to kill.
2s to just go bye-bye.
Obliterate.
So that's 3 more deaths.
Hold your horses.
3. A reroll there.
There we go.
4 absolutely smashed.
Smoked.
Nothing there to say that they were there. There we go. Another 4. So that's a total of 8 now dead.
Yep.
And you've got 2 more shots.
Yeah, 2 more shots. We've got a cheeky little Combi-Bolter shot as well. So we'll do the Combi-Bolter first.
Yep.
So hitting on 2s.
That's a hit.
Winning on 4s.
Rerolling. I'm not going to forget that.
Naughty. Oh, there we go.
Okay, perfect. So that is...
do you want to take it on the sergeant or do you want to take it on a normal guy?
I've already taken the sergeant.
Oh, of course you have. Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
and we've done its maximum 4.
Yeah.
So. Well, I could actually do 3 more on him, but let's do a normal save. 3 up. That's a pass.
Didn't even need the sergeant to take it.
Okay, and now you've got the 2 melters.
Exactly right. So exactly the same again. So 2 hits, 2s to smoke them.
2s smoked, indeed. There we go. We're going to get these 2. So that's a total of 10. That actually hurt my sword. That wasn't very nice.
Yeah, that was great. It's going to potentially force a morale check.
Yes.
If I decide not to shoot any more.
I don't think there's anything. I think it's just the speed
I think
now
the speed is here.
to finish off. So do you want to? Are you going into the Leviathan?
That's exactly what I'm going to do. So hopefully I can take this down. So how many?
He's got 3 left.
3 left. Okay.
Yeah. Are you going to take my Leviathan out?
Oh, I certainly
Don't
hope
do this
so.
to me. Okay.
Right. Okay. So we'll go with the last cannons first.
Perfect.
And then we'll go to the melter. Let's just see if the little melter is in on this one. Yeah, just in.
Yeah, both.
No, probably just out on that one and just in on that one. So 4 las.
Okay. Here we
So
go.
hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Lovely.
2s are bad, don't want those.
Yeah. That's 3 hits.
And then it's 3s to wound.
3s to wound because of my toughness 8. Mighty toughness 8 may be coming into play. Yes,
So
it does.
2.
So 2. And then we've got 1 melter, right?
Yeah.
Which
Do you want to do
is-
your 2 last guns
No,
first?
we can do
the
wounds,
melter.
yeah.
So twin linked.
1 failed, but twin linked.
That's
Oh.
not what I wanted.
No, what you
Go on
wanted.
then.
He
Give me-
survives and maybe
give
1
me-
wound.
give
Give
me
me 2 5s.
2 double 1s.
Come on, John. Help me out. That's 1. Okay,
just
so
1.
he's down to 2.
2.
So he
That's
survives,
not too shabby, is
he
it?
survives
Too
this
shabby.
turn, but I've got a -2, so he's just moving 4.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, do I have to do concussive now or anything?
Well, let's go over to the one that we started with.
Okay,
Because
so
this guy was concussed, so leadership
Leadership,
check.
that's
so all
pass.
good.
And
And then,
then
yeah, concussed on him.
Leviathan is passed as well.
All good.
And now a leadership here.
Yeah, fail it for me. That'd
Here
be
we go.
brilliant.
Doesn't fail.
That's the opposite of what I
Yes.
wanted you to do.
They're still alive. They're in a trouble, but they're still alive.
Okay,
This
cool.
is good. I think that finishes off your turn.
It finishes off my turn.
You don't want to charge with your speeders into my Leviathan?
I definitely don't do that, but I can't do that either because I scouted. So
that's true.
I shan't.
It would have been an illegal move, and on top of that would be crazy as well.
Well, the best news is I'm going to claim a victory point from over there.
Yes.
And a cheeky little victory point
And
from over
first
there
strike as well. You
And first strike, and it's an elite unit as well.
I know. So you get, is it? Yeah, it is an extra point.
Yeah.
Lovely. 4
So
points.
4 points.
Tasty.
4 points up.
Tasty. Okay, on to turn 1 for the Imperial Fists. Coming up next. Okay, we are back. Movement now over for the Imperial Fist, and I've actually had to go quite defensive.
Yeah, you're hiding away, aren't
Yes,
you?
I'm hiding away. My guys inside the Land Raiders are just holding back Sigismund. from
Rogel
charging
Dawn
us.
said, "Go find the traitors," and
Exactly.
you were like, "No."
No. So I've actually played defensively. I'm going to go for the attack next turn, even though I think that probably some of my tanks are going to be not here on the table anymore. I need to take down those units that will give me problems later on in the turn. So I've actually moved up with my the Leviathan. Obviously, he ignores the -2, moving towards obviously the Proteus speeders. Then on this side, I've moved up.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Just to say, I did react to that, didn't I? So
Yes,
I've moved back 4
you
inches
moved
as
back
well.
there.
Yeah.
Then my tactical squad, what's left of it, has moved on to the objective to gain a point, which I will be gaining. Contemptor's moved up, having a 10-inch charge, which takes it to a 12-inch charge because of the Alpha Legion rules.
Yeah.
And I do have to take a dangerous terrain test on him, which I pass.
Yep.
And I need to take a dangerous terrain test on the Leviathan. Just going to do it now before I forget. And that is a 4, so that is fine. And then what I've done is my 2 Land Raiders have now moved up and pivoted towards the Proteus Speeders, which are the ones that are going to give me trouble against my armor. And then my Land Speeders just moved up. Remember, I can't disembark and charge out of a speeder, just in case you're new to the Heresy game. It's only assault vehicles that can do that. So I've stayed quite defensive overly. Obviously, I like my tin defense, tin can defense. So I'm going to stay inside and then come out to play a bit later on.
Just to say as well, this tack squad moved up, and then I
Yes.
used my second. I chose a second movement reaction,
Yep.
so Alvarez can choose where he takes it.
Exactly.
And I've just moved these guys back a little bit
further
further,
back.
and that's probably helped a little bit just to make that charge for
Exactly.
the Contemptor super long, isn't it?
Exactly. Perfect. So that is all my movement. On to shooting, coming up next. Straight on to shooting we go. Contemptor firing, not to them. I don't want to die.
Boo.
Shooting back. So I'm going to shoot into this Proteus Speeder squad. One of them is on 1 wound, so hopefully I can take one out. I am trying to score a secondary, which is basically first strike type of thing, which we both can have, even though Games Workshop think that wording it's completely different and very, very difficult to read is a good choice, if it isn't. So we're going to do last cannon first. So here we go. It's 2 shots, isn't it?
2 shots, no twin links,
not
so
twin
by hitting on
links.
2s.
Hitting on 2s, that is 2 hits, and then 2s to wound, and basically goes through, right?
I can't do anything about this.
That is obviously a 1, but 1 goes through, meaning that 1 is dropped.
Yoink.
This is what I like to see. Next up, Tactical Squad is going to fire at his Tactical Squad, which is the only line units on this side of the table. So I need to go straight into them. So 3, 6, 9 shots, hitting on 2s, because I am in fist, and we shoot better, our bolt guns than you. And then 4s is 3 wounds, my
3
friend.
rings. I'm going to take them on the sergeant.
Okay.
So I get how many?
Twice.
How much? So
4. So you get 4 in total.
4 in total, but I only need to make 3 down.
Yes, yeah.
So first one,
Is a 3,
second one.
is a 3, and a 1. No, it's a 2. So taking it close, but not enough. Okay, next up, what I will do is, Okay, so this Land Raider is going to fire at your Proteus. Will you be shooting back, my friend?
Oh, well, first of all, I think we need to see whether I'm in 18.
I think that one will. I think the second one isn't.
This one, yeah, this one is.
Yeah, they're both in.
So it's got 5 hull points, hasn't it?
Yes.
Do I want to return fire? Do I think so? The Leviathan's going to be next. Take some hull points off. I'm going to return fire on this, just in case.
Okay, you can only do one shooting reaction, right?
I can only do one. Okay. So once I've used this, I've used it.
Let's do it. Okay, so I'm shooting. I'll do my heavy bolter first, hitting on 2s, twin linked, and strength is 5. Your toughness is 5. Looking for 4s. That is 3 shots already.
That's
and
very
then I've got
respectable.
my 4 las cannons hitting on 3s. That is drop 2, obviously. Those are the one I don't want to drop. And 2 wounds. Okay, so 2 go straight through.
Yep.
And then you've got 3 up saves.
Heavy bolters.
Yep.
So, all good. So survives on 1 wound.
Yes, which I didn't want you to survive on.
And I'll go for,
to be honest,
this bad boy.
I wanted to kill them. And you're shooting back, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. Ouch. You can't get enough of it, can you? You love the grab, don't you?
I love them.
Right.
Okay, so do you want to put them straight on?
I'm going to put them slap bang.
Okay, do you want to roll the scatter there so people can see? And we'll go closing. So, first one, just there. It is a definite hit because it's -4, so 3 is going to...
100%.
Yep. Second one is a hit as well. Third one is a hit as well. And fourth one is a direct hit. So 4 goes through. 2 to 5s are a glancing hit, and a 6 is a penetrating hit. A couple of 6s would be Rob's lucky day.
Really good, but I can't blow you up, unfortunately. But
no, because you not have that AP. But
exactly. But just to say as well, I've still got preferred enemy going on because it's still first game turn.
Yep,
right?
it's till the next turn, till your next turn.
So I'm going to re-roll those 2.
Still a 1. Okay, so 1 is a penetrating, which is it's basically 3 glancing hits already, but you do need to roll to see what happens in that penetrating.
So
and that is a 5.
Weapon
which is
destroyed.
Weapon destroyed. Yes. Yeah. So I'll go for this side.
Great.
And we're down 3 hull points, right? So
Correct.
3 left. Let's mark him up, and we'll come back for more shooting. Okay, more shooting. Second Land Raider now. Obviously, the side sponsor on this side can't actually see. And I just want to point out, I always mention it in every battle report. Remember that the arcs for sponsors are now changed. It's not now from the tank's edges. It's now from the center. So it actually changes up quite a lot when you're actually shooting. So here we go. 2 las cannons into them. 2 las cannons into Ferris's command squad and himself. And then we've got the heavy bolters going into the speeders as well. Like before, I'm going to start with the speeders. This is the heavy bolters, by the way. So 3 hits. No, 4 hits, because I'm hitting on 2s, aren't I? And then 2 wounds. And then I've got 2 las cannons. 2 hits. Come on, baby. 2 wounds. So 1 goes splat. 1 goes down to 2 wounds.
Yeah, can you... So my next question is, can you see with your las cannons this cheeky speeder?
Oh, I actually can't see it. So what would happen now?
So that's it. Shots are wasted.
Wasted shots.
Yeah,
shots
that's
are wasted.
it. Yeah, you can only
so
kill
the heavy bolter
what you can see. But yeah,
it would be the heavy bolter shots, right?
Yeah, but the las cannons and the heavy bolters would have taken that one down. Yeah.
Okay, so 2 las cannons going into Ferris's squad, hoping for some instant killing goodness. That is 2 hits. 2's 2 wounds. That is 2 wounds.
I will take them on Alfarius.
Ooh, tasty.
Yeah. 2 4-ups.
Yes, 4-ups.
So lose wound.
He bleeds. He bleeds. So he's down to 5 wounds, right?
5 wounds down.
5 wounds. Okay. He will not die 5-up like all primates.
Yeah, but I can only do that at the end of my next turn.
Yeah, which is very weirdly worded, but again, perfect. So that's done. That's done. What we're going to do here is we shall. Are the golden Keshig still toughness 4?
It's still toughness 4. You can double them out really easily here.
Yeah, I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to do Melta shots and Combi-Bolters into him. So Combi-Bolters, 1 shot, twin linked is a hit, and is toughness 4 as well.
Toughness 4 as well.
So 1 wound, and then we've got the Melta, which is twin linked.
Give me another one.
Is a hit.
No. Give me a 1.
Your wish came true.
Classic Melta. So I've got one bolter shot. So they've got 2 up save.
Wait. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So I didn't kill a Keshig, which I'm not happy about. Everything's now shots. Everything's now shots.
Everything. That
is my shooting case.
No. You've still got one more thing to shoot.
Oh,
which is your Leviathan. Yeah.
Can't forget that. He's not going to be in the table. He's not going to be in the table next turn, so I should be shooting at him. Yes, and like Rob has just said, I'm going to shoot at that speeder. Just to try and get that extra secondary point. So
I think that was the right order, because
for sure.
If you'd done it in a different order, I think
Okay, so I'm going to do the Melta, which is a fail. I'm going to do the 6 shots.
Classic.
6 shots from the Storm Cannon, hitting on 2s. That's an extra 2 1s. Yay! And strength 7, so 2s to wounds. That is a rending shot.
I can't do anything about that.
No, and then 1. No, it's strength 7, so 2 wounds.
2 wounds. Okay.
And what's the Storm Cannon? AP4,
it's
right?
AP4, yeah. So I still get 3
ups. So 2 3-ups, and that's 1 more.
Wound.
And I do have my Volkites.
You certainly do.
Which are strength 6. I did strength 5 before. I'm very sorry, people.
2's hit. Yeah, sorry, you got ballistics for 5.
Yep, sorry. And then 2's 2 wounds as well. That is 5 more. Can you drop him?
Oof.
Dropping.
I think this is going to do it.
Be nice. Come on, you're the guest here. There he is. He drops. Gives me a secondary point.
Yeah.
Could be quite important later on in the game. And that is the end of my shooting. Now, I'm going to have a quick think for... Look, I'm not going to charge with
you can't charge with that, because the thing that you shot at is now gone.
That's very true. That is very true.
But I'm miles away as well.
And they're mine. So there's no charges.
Yep.
So that is the end of my turn 1. Nice and simple. A point there. A point for scoring this point. Taking the score to 2-4.
Yep.
And we are going into your turn now. Do you have to do any admin now? Do you have to choose...
I could choose.
I'll let you have a little think,
because
because you can do it before you move. So I won't pressurize you now on camera, and we'll go on to your turn 2. Coming up next. Turn 2 now finished for the Alpha Legion. Now applying as much pressure as possible across the battlefield, as you can see, and he's now in nearly my deployment zone, which is very weird when I'm playing Templar Brethren.
Very disconcerting.
Yeah, especially with Sigismund in the I'm like, what's going on? Okay, so take us through what's actually happened. Do you want to start from left to right?
Yeah, we'll start here. So I've just moved these guys up a little bit just to get a bead on the Leviathan.
Perfect.
So they've moved a massive 4 inches.
Yep.
These two, although they look like they're moving together, they are separate Talons, but I've just moved these 2 up. I'm thinking this one potentially charges in there, but that's quite a charge to get in.
Okay, yeah.
And then this one hopefully can just blast away there, although we will come back to that in a second, won't we?
Yes.
I've moved these guys up. They're 16 to draw a bead on the Leviathan. These guys have done absolutely nothing. They're just sort of... Alfarius is conducting the battle exactly as he sees.
Come to me.
Right? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
I need to go towards you. I need to stay the warlord. Exactly. I get an extra point for killing a Primarch as well.
So this unit has moved up. I have moved within 12 to get some of that sweet armor bane from the Melta.
Beautiful.
And I did think, you're gonna move something back here.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
I did
it over here
with the Rhino,
which is rather inconvenient.
Yes.
Because I wanted to smash the Golden Keshig right into that Rhino.
Okay.
Now these guys do. I've given army-wide fleet 2.
So you do get.
But these guys have movement 14, so they get 3 inches additional to the charge as well.
Plus 2.
Yeah. So we shall see if that +5
should still do it.
Should still do it. We're going over difficult terrain.
Yes. Dangerous. Difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Although you still get the -2, or
cavalry might ignore it, but we will double check it in a second.
It, yeah.
So that is
tactical squad.
They've done absolutely nothing. They've stuck there.
Squad staying squad.
Yeah, staying still because they want to get some shots off. Not sure what they want to get shots off. Probably that tactical squad. Although we need to come back to that tactical squad.
So what happened as soon as he moved this tactical squad? As soon as Rob moved this tactical squad, I have issued the best defense. So my advanced reaction for the Imperial Fists, it's a reaction that I was going to be very difficult to actually pull out in this game specifically with the -2 to rangers from the Alpha Legion. So I think now is a good time. If I kill that unit, there's nothing on this side with line, meaning that even though he probably will clear this unit, he won't be scoring the points on that objective. So basically, I need a 9. How do I get that? Basically, that's a 9 with the -2 already incorporated. It's a 7 -2. Now, best defense is D6 plus my initiative. My initiative is 4, meaning that I need a 5 or 6 because I need that tasty 3 to get that 9. So 4, 5, 6, 7, Yes, because and it's D6, yeah. So I need a 5 or 6. I'm feeling lucky, to be honest.
Big moment this in the
it's
game,
a big moment.
Big moment.
It is a very big moment. So looking for 5 or 6. That is...
These dice, you've got to change up your dice, mate. These have really failed you this game.
Another one. So basically failed that charge and nothing really happened.
And you've used that reaction and you can't use it again?
I know, I can't use it. I don't think I would be using it. I think it's quite difficult to actually get. So that's the end of Rob's movement. Let's go on to shooting. Coming up next. Back, and as you can see, there's already templates below him. Look at that. So 6 shots. We've done that because obviously it's a bit slow to do on camera. Yep. So 6 plus templates onto the Leviathan. 6 direct hits. Crazy shooting.
Yeah, although it does take a long time to do, actually, it was super quick doing it because they were all hits.
We could have actually done it. So 6 hits on the Leviathan, 6 rolls to do. No re-rolls of 1s this time round. So I'm hoping for 6 1s. Please do us all a favour, 6 1s.
Okay. Nothing but 6s. That's what I'm going to see here. Oh, lovely job, Lee. Yeah, there we go.
That is him. Nothing to do, no rolls to do.
I'm going to take these dice home.
No, you can't.
These are so hot.
Those are the microwaved ones. Off camera, I did say that I was going to shoot back with him because obviously there was a high chance of him leaving the battlefield this turn. So let's shoot back on camera. So Melta first. That is a hit. And a wound, so 1 wound goes through.
Nothing about that.
And then we've got the 3 Volkites, 6 shots Volkites, hitting on 2s and wounding on 3s. That is 4 Volkite shots. And then we've got the 6 shots from the Storm Cannon, hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. Obviously get 2 1s. Okay, so 2 go straight through. Yep. So that's 1 dead for sure.
It certainly is. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take 1 first.
Okay, and then we've got how many was it? Volkites.
So 4 Volkites.
4 Volkites and 2 Storm Cannon shots.
Yep. So Volkites first. So 3 ups.
All passed. More 6s.
These dice.
I know. These are the ones I take to events. Don't say anything.
So naughty, these dice.
And then 2 Storm Cannon shots.
2 3 ups.
1 more. So 1's down to 2 wounds remaining. Yeah. But 1 off the table. Now, we're going to carry on shooting now with the bigger guns. So shall we do the, I always say quad.
Well, they can't do anything now because I kind of heard, tried to draw a bead on the Leviathan. They're too far away. The range on these fellas is only 36 inches. Ooh. So they're just out. So there's not really much I can fire at.
What I am going to do is I'm going to roll to see the distance on that because you can actually get a cheeky glance.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. It does. Exactly when you don't want it.
Do you want
Steve, it's all going wrong, mate.
I know. What's going on? Do you want to roll another 6?
I'd absolutely love to.
Okay, so he's off the table now.
Super.
That's 2 dreadnoughts off the table. That's good thing.
Yeah.
Less dreadnoughts on the table.
And it will be a morale check for those guys.
Yes.
When we get to
So
it.
they can't shoot.
I'm not going to shoot them at the moment. I think maybe I could get a bead there, but I think it'd be chancing my arm. Okay. But I think what we're going to do is fire this cluster.
Yes.
Of TAC Marines and Contemptors into these guys.
Okay. So let's start doing it. Actually, we're going to do it off camera.
Yeah, okay, cool. Sounds good.
See if the rapid fire shots as well, because obviously there's a couple within 12. And we'll come back for the saving throws. Well, not the ones from the belters, but the ones from the bolter. Okay, we're back, and we've actually only done the bolter fire. Yeah. Because we do want to do the melter on camera, because they might shoot into the Leviathan.
Yeah, but I'm still undecided, yeah? Are you going to take them on your Sergeant?
I'm going to take them on my normal saves, because I think I need that Power Fist just in case I get into combat.
Cool.
Here we go. 3 ups. All pass. See? I have faith in my dice.
Nice.
Okay, so next up we shall be doing the Gravis, and they're all targeting the Contemptor?
So I'm going to fire this into the tax squad.
Okay, so 4 shots, twin linked.
Yeah, so all hits. And then 2's to win. Or 2's to kill, sorry, excuse me.
So 1, 2, and 3. That is a leadership test needed there. Yes. And you've still got 2 shots on that side.
So what should we do? So I'm going to get...
Oh, come on, charge me. Shoot and charge.
Potentially 8-inch charge there.
+1, so 7, right?
Yeah, and you know what?
No, sorry, you needed the 9 right there. So
I needed 9, so
we're an 8.
So it's only so just an 8 to get in there.
Okay.
I am going to, but they've got fleet 2 because of our forest. So I think I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. We're so simpatico, aren't we, Steve? Look at us. So yeah, I'm going to fire this Contemptor into the wounded Contemptor.
Okay.
So we'll start with the Gravis Melta.
Lovely.
So hitting on 2's.
Twin linked.
So 2 wounds. Now, I just want to check. It's definitely within armor bone range, isn't it? So I can re-roll these to wounds.
Lovely. So 2s, not 3s.
Don't even need it.
More 6s for the dice gods. Okay, so 5 ups. There you go. More 6s on my side. Listen, if you can roll 6s, I can roll them too.
I'm really this. That makes
And then
me
you've
really
got a Combi-Bolter, right?
Yeah, cheeky little Combi-Bolter within rapid fire range. Give me a double 6.
No, nearly. That was nearly a 6. If you added the 4 and the 2 together, it was a 6.
I would have got 1. You're not wrong.
Okay, so what are you going to do with the laser destroyers?
Look, I think that realistically, because of the way that I've angled them and there's a giant gate here, I don't think I can get line of sight on those. So I think that...
I think the one on... I'll give you the one in the back, the second one. I think this one can see.
Yeah,
I'll give you that one.
Oh, go on then. I'll throw
Go on. Go on.
It's so nice of you, isn't it? It's
I
so
know.
nice.
I know.
So
This is how I make you feel good and then go in for your throat.
hitting on 3s, you're rolling, so 1 miss. 2 to wound.
There we go.
Oh,
See? I knew that was going to happen.
this is
But now you think I'm nice, you failed anyway. So here's how
really
it is.
disappointing. Right, okay, so...
Do you want to have a little think about it?
No, I don't need to think. I'm confident in all my choices.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to shoot the Volkite into that attack squad there. Although we've got quite a lot of dice to throw, so perhaps I should roll them off
Yes,
camera.
we'll do that
and
off camera and then we'll come back to finish with these units.
Sounds good.
Nice. 16 wounds dealt, even though I only have 10 in my hand. Because I need to go and get more rainbow dice, but I will do some. I won't do artificial armor.
No, you're gonna
I'm gonna risk it.
On the,
I'm gonna risk
on
it.
the guys.
So I'm gonna do 5 at a time because obviously then I would do the artificial armor when he's by himself. So here we go. 3 ups. That is 2 for now dead, and then.
Do you want to roll? Hang on. Do you want to roll your 4 up? Feel no pain.
No, because it is at the end.
Okay.
So let's do it the proper way.
Okay.
So that is 3 more. So okay, so that's 3 dead, and that was 2 more. That's another 1 dead, and then I need to do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 3 dead, so that means that there's 2 more left. One is artificial armor, so we'll do 1 at a time. He's dead, and then artificial armor. 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up. There we go. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, feel no pain. 1, 2, 3, 4, feel no pain. So that is all dead.
They love feeling pain.
Except for my sergeant.
So how many? That was 10 wounds, was it?
15. I did the other 5.
We got 1 more wound to make because it was 16.
Oh, 1 more wound.
So if you could roll a 1 on that
12.
sergeant. Hey!
But does he feel no pain?
Come on.
No, he doesn't.
He loves feeling pain.
He's dead, and the apothecary is just an attachment, so he's dead now.
Excellent.
That was good shooting.
That was all part of my master plan, you see. That's the perfect amount of wounds
This is why
to get rid of that unit.
This is why you take Volkites. Okay, so we can carry on shooting on this side.
Yes, we can.
And what are we going to start off with?
You know what? I'm going to go with Sigismund's Bang Bus because...
Try and pop it up.
Exactly that. I want to try and make it inconvenient for him to kind of like walk around, right?
Perfect.
So we'll start off with the las cannons first.
Okay.
Have you've used your shooting?
Yes, I did.
Sorry to remind you.
There was something
No. You tried to.
No.
Oh, that was the movement one, wasn't it?
That was the movement one. There was something here that shot,
Yeah,
but it's
and
not
you
there
only
anymore.
you only killed 1 of those.
I know.
Pathetic.
Naughty. Okay, so these are going to go into Sigismund's
Certainly are. So they're going to be hitting on 3s. No rerolls for these.
Okay.
That's not too shabby though.
Not bad at all. So looking for 5s with Sunder.
5s with Sunder. Come on.
There we go.
Rerolling.
With Sunder.
That one.
No,
nothing
so
there.
down to
So
1.
2.
And you do have the Melta there.
I do indeed. Let's
1
just-
shot twin link.
Yeah, so
I think
we'll
it's
just
within
double-check.
12, isn't
That's
it?
both within 12.
Yeah.
So hitting on 3s twin linked.
Twin
So
linked.
rerolling this
Come on,
one.
miss it. There we go. And now 2d6. Come on.
Come on. So what do we
Fail
need on 2 dice? 6 on 2 dice here.
6 and 2 dice.
6 on 2 dice to get that
Basically,
glance.
the 6. Oh,
It's a pen.
Definitely a pen. So nothing I can do. Does it blow up?
Right, we want a 5 here for the
You want
explosion.
a 5. You owe 6.
Come on,
Come on.
for Alfarius.
Oh, it does blow out. So you need to
Look at
do
that.
10, 11.
Including the Sigismund,
so
right?
11 in total.
Yeah, okay.
So 2 ups, yeah, because of strength 8. And then I have to do a leadership test as well. I am fearless.
You're fearless, so you
yeah.
don't get pinned. You can't get pinned. And nothing's going to happen to you.
Yeah, but unless I can die a lot.
Yeah,
because
you can take them all on Sigismund if you really want it.
Yeah, no, but
Let me do that.
yeah, he is Eternal Warrior, so he could actually do that.
2 swing.
Okay, so drop a couple. That's 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. I'm actually going to do it on normal, guys. They will die on rolls of ones.
Double them out.
But
don't want to see any ones.
I'm not going to roll any ones. See?
There we go. You didn't roll any ones. This is outrageous.
So I'll bring them back. This is now gone.
Yeah.
You'll see a squad there, and I think we're going to have a couple of more shots here, which we'll do off camera whilst I place those models back on the battlefield.
Sounds great.
Temple Brethren and Ziggy is now on the table. So we actually spoke about it, and there's only the Leviathan to shoot, so we might as well do it on camera. So Leviathan's targeting everything into the Rhino, right?
So this is my grand plan.
Okay.
So what I want to do is blow this up.
Lovely.
And then charge the contents
into inside.
Into there. What I don't want to do is glance it out.
No.
And then you come out at the back and then completely a wasted charge on those guys. So we shall see. So we'll go over the cyclonic Melta Lance first.
Lovely.
So it's hitting on 2s. No twin link for this. Super. And then it's strength 8 against front armor 11.
Okay. So looking for 3s. That is
1 pen.
1 pen, 1 glance, right?
Yeah.
Nothing I can do. I don't think I've got cover from the top.
Because you've got to be within 3 inches, haven't you? Yeah, we discussed this. And then the melter gun in his hand, hitting on 2s. Hits. And then same again, so only 3 glance, so that's a pen.
Okay, so 2 pens, 1 glance.
So it's gone no matter what.
Yep.
But what I really, really, really want to do
is blow it up.
Yeah,
okay, so looking for 5s or 6s. And there is your 6. It's your lucky day. They exploded. There was 10 guys inside, so you can wound 10 guys. Wounding on 2s again, even though they're veterans. Basically, rinse and repeat, but they don't have 2 up saves. They have 3 up saves. Okay, so 2 ups. That is 8. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8.
Do you want to take it on your sergeant, or are you going to take it on the normal guys?
No, I'll take it on the normal guys.
Okay, cool.
So the problem is it's 3 up saves.
Yeah, it's 1s and 2s.
So I'll take 4 on my Artificer armor.
Okay.
As per SN rules.
Do you want to do one at a time?
Cool. 1,
all good.
2,
sergeant's gone.
And then these are just 3 ups.
3 ups.
So 2 dead. Sergeant's gone. 1 more is dead. Leadership is needed here because I'm not fearless. 5, 6, 7. That's a.
You're okay. About. You won't be pinned.
Just about. Perfect. So the unit will be just where the tank is, and then we're going to go into chargers coming up next. We're back for chargers, and off camera we have done a leadership test here for losing 25%. He actually passed, so that's all fine. Cheeky charge here from the Contemptor. I will be shooting back.
I thought. You know what? I thought you might be actually. I thought very reasonable.
I've got some plasma over there. Strength 7 won't instant kill you.
Difficult, lemon, difficult.
I'm actually going to do it over there just because I'm just going to pop, 2 wounds, 3 wounds over there. I'm going to shoot. This is the
classic Imperial Fists always telling me their battle plans.
Yeah. So
2 hits.
2 hits
Woof.
And 2 wounds. And
well, it's all right.
And a melter as well.
I did touch.
Hits and a wound. So 3 5-up saves, please.
Well, it's all right because I'm going to make 3 5-ups, so it's okay.
2 go through. So he's down to 4.
4.
And do you want to charge, sir?
I certainly do.
Or do you want to stay where you are?
No, I'm going to charge right at you. So he needs a. What are we going to say? We're going to 9 to get in.
Okay.
And
plus 1, so 8, right?
But I've got fleet 2.
Okay, so 7,
6 to get in. It doesn't make it because it's a 1.
Okay, so you do move
3.
2.5.
2.5. Well, yeah, I think it's rounded up. I think.
There we go. And then we move over here. Now these guys have fleet 2 because of this turn. They also move 14, so they get a plus 3, right?
Yeah.
So you basically only fail on a double 1.
Yeah, and we had a look. Cavalry is not slowed by
difficult terrain. So
double
1.
Whatever you do, whatever you do, don't roll double 1.
Oh, it's quite low. That is a 3.
It was a 3.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay, so they're still in because we needed a 3.
Absolutely.
And just about in. Okay, so let's move everybody up. And get some dice ready and go on to the fight phase. We're back for combat, and obviously they are initiative.
They are going to go because they charged in at initiative 8.
Because they get that when they charge in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it 2 attack, 1 attack each?
It's their base attacks. Okay. Sergeant has 2 attacks, and everybody else has 1 only.
Strength 10, AP 1.
Strength 10, AP 1, but they're brutal 3.
Okay.
Okay, so they're savage, but at maximum I could only kill 6.
What's the strength? 10, so I'm not even going to get my feel no pain. So anything that goes in is a dead.
Yeah.
Is a dead veteran.
But I've got to hit first because I'm weapon skill 5.
I'm weapon skill 5.
You're weapon skill 5, so 4. So I'm only expecting 3 really to go through here.
I think you're going to fail all of them. You do get the 4. You get the 4 bad. Tasty, and now maybe drop 1.
Yeah, so it's 2s to kill.
2s to kill, yeah. There we go. We dropped one.
So
okay, so
three dead.
I'm gonna take my two. I'm gonna take my two plasmas, and I shall take. I think at this point, do they carry on as strength 10? Next
no,
turn?
so they are just their normal chainswords next.
Normal chainswords next. Okay, so I do need to keep my apothecary there, just to have a bit more survivability.
Would it make a difference if I could tell you they could hit and run?
They can hit and run.
Well, I don't know. I need to go double check that. But would it make a difference if I said they can hit and run?
If you hit and run, I'll take the apothecary off.
Okay, right.
I'll probably keep him because I'll probably keep him anyway. So we'll check if you can hit him.
We'll check if I can hit him.
And catch you back for me to hit him back now. Okay, I'm back. I'm striking with 2 attacks each because they're veterans, obviously. Hitting on 4s. There we go. Drop. More drops than I wanted. And then strength 4 to 4. So looking for 4s with treads. Looking for 6s actually. So that is all wounded. So 3 AP3. We have 2 ups. So 2 up saves.
2 up safe. Yeah.
And
all good.
It. So you do win combat by. How many did you kill in combat? 3, wasn't it? You killed 3 in combat.
By kill, yeah. So 6 wins.
Yeah, 6. So my leadership is 7 or 8.
So you're 8, I think.
That's a fail anyway.
Yeah.
So 1d6 because I've got a Vixilia. That is 4. So I'll move, and I can't fall off the table because I've got a Vixilia.
Do I get a chance to catch you?
Yes, you do.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you do. I'm just moving them before you move from the table. Okay, so move them there, and then 1d6 each. That is a 3. That is a 6.
Gotcha.
I was just putting them closer to for me to remove them. Okay, so these are removed onto the dead pile here, which is getting bigger as the game goes on. Only turn 2. We've got all this dead. All this dead. We've just got that, and basically
it is a savage and brutal
Mr.
attack for the Alpha Legion.
So that is the end of your turn 2.
It is.
Let's go on to my turn 2.
I will need to consider my consolidation.
Yeah,
as well.
consolidation 3. It's your initiative at the moment. So perfect. Let's go on to turn 2. Imperial Fists coming up next. Turn 2 for the Imperial Fists, and all my Templar brethren, not Solar brethren, Templar brethren are out now. I've shuffled up with my Land Raider. I disembarked with the unit inside. He reacted back, so 4 inches back with his initiative step. I now need a 9 because of the Alpha Legion trait. And then we have this Templar brethren moving up. Remember, only a 5 because I had to move through dangerous terrain. And I now need a 7 on them because I ignore the Alpha Legion -2 because I get a +2 to charges for.
That's right. Rather really inconveniently, you get a +2.
Exactly.
And do you get to reroll the charge on him?
I think I get to reroll the charge. Yes. And then coming in from reserve, everything off camera. So I rolled a 3+. They came in. They actually came a bit further up. So I was going to get 3 of them to basically intercept, 3 Volkites to intercept. But I actually moved a bit further back, and now it's only 1 Volkite that can intercept. So still 5 shots, hitting on 3s, looking for 2s to wound.
So 3s. Not a great start.
No. And 2s to wound. That is 3.
Although this one's a cheeky little cock, so I will do that again. Yeah, so
2
3
ups.
saves.
That is a wound, so
Excellent.
1 more deflagrates.
Oh, yes, please. Hey,
wounds.
go on, give me another one.
No, so 1 of them is wounded. It's going to be a quick shooting phase, and I'm going to basically not switch off and do it straight away. So I'm not going to shoot with the Terminators.
Okay.
Just because I want the charge to be what it is now.
I think that's very clever.
And not have to remove any models.
I think that's good.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm not going to fire here. I'm not going to fire here.
Okay.
But I will be firing my las cannons into the last of the speeders here, or try and take them out. So heavy bolter first, hitting on 2s. Will you be reacting? Do you want to evade?
You know what? I think I might do my cheeky little Alpha Legion reaction.
Okay.
And
So
I might. Yeah, I think.
Do you move now before?
I move now. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, now that I move, and if I'm out of your sight,
yes, I can't shoot. Yeah.
So I move 12 and then
D6, right?
1d6. Yeah. So
Okay,
I'm gonna conveniently for me, but inconveniently for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in this direction. So you move 1.
Yep.
And then
D6
I'm
extra,
not sure I really want to use your trash.
Do it.
Trash
Listen.
dice.
It's going to do well for you. Look.
2 inches back.
Okay. So there. So I think
probably
maybe
a little bit further.
I can see one.
Yeah, I think
right?
the end of 1, and then this just has to be within.
On the back. Okay, perfect. So I'll shoot into that one. So these were the hits. Twin links from the heavy bolter, all hits. 4s to wound. That is 1 wound from the heavy bolter, and then it's only this las cannon that can see.
Yeah.
So 2 las cannon shots is only 1 and goes through. So 1 wound from the heavy bolter and a wound to go with it.
3 up.
Ooh, I saw that one. So
One
he's
goes
down
to 1 wound. So
one
they're still alive, which is
Yes.
exactly what I wanted.
Exactly.
You fell
Now,
into my
I've
plan.
got the Contemptor here hiding away. I'm not going to shoot at the Contemptor because that means that he will shoot back at me. And
No, I can't shoot back at you because
Anymore?
I've used my.
That was it.
That was it. That's the only reaction.
So guess what? I will be shooting at you then.
Oh dear.
Okay, here we go. So 2 las cannons. That is 2 hits and 2 wounds. And the melter to the face is 1 hit. And no wounds, but I can reroll that because I'm in melt range. So 3 wounds in total. So 3
Okay.
5-ups.
2 5s for the so that's 2 wounds,
Yeah,
and then
and 1 for the.
Oh my gosh! I think he's down to like 1 wound.
Yeah,
because he lost them from before, didn't he?
should have done. Yeah.
Yeah.
What shot at him before?
So you shot at him before?
With the Overwatch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did. I think
wounds.
I did 2 wounds.
2 or 3. Yeah, I think it was 2 wounds.
Okay, so he's down to 2 wounds remaining.
1 wound. 1 wound.
1 wound.
Yeah,
remaining.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. So that's done. That's done. Let's go on to charges coming up next. Charge time. We're going to start off. I'm not going to do Ziggy's unit. I'm going to leave that one for last. So I'm going to do this one with a Solar Rite Gauntlet. They're charging into the Golden Keshig. And Golden Keshig, I'm saying
That's right, yeah, Golden Keshig.
I need a 9 here because the -2.
That's right.
Now, will you Overwatch?
I'm not going to Overwatch on this.
Are you sure?
Because I'm hoping that Sigismund's unit overwatches
Into
the javelins, and that's what I'm looking for. So no, I'm not going to Overwatch.
So I need a 9 here. Come on, give me some nice rolls. That is a 10. They're in. Lovely, lovely.
That's not what I wanted to happen.
So they're in. Now we need a 7 here.
Yeah.
Do you want to Overwatch?
I certainly would like to
Okay.
Overwatch. Yes.
All yours.
So
The
I'm going
stage
to
is yours.
go 4
Las cannon shots.
las cannons. Right. Come on. All hits. 2 hits.
2 hits only, yeah.
2 to wound.
2
2 to. Oh, you got a combat shield.
6 ups. Yeah.
Excellent.
So 2 dead. And then you've got 2 melters.
2 melters
which
on
are
these.
twin linked.
Yeah.
So twin linked. You're going to fail anyway? No.
No, not today.
And 2s.
2s. Come on.
There we go.
2 6s.
I don't know if to go into Ziggy.
Oh,
Ziggy,
you're a maniac.
Ziggy,
What's
can't
going
you
on? Oh my
see?
gosh.
Well, he's got Eternal Warrior, so
Yeah,
I can't really
please,
kill him.
please reduce his number of wounds, and then Alfaros can go straight
I think
in.
Ampharos is going to go straight in anyway and go straight through him. Okay, let's. I think people want to see fresh characters go in. So
Okay.
2 6-ups, 2 more dead.
So he would have lost 1 wound.
Oh yeah, 1 wound. Yeah. Okay, and then we need a 7. Please give me that 7. That is a 5.
He gets a reroll on this charge.
I'm going to have to check that.
Okay,
I'm not
we will
100%
come back
sure.
to
And
that
then
one.
we've got the Contemptor.
Yeah, I think you're in on that one. I think that's easy peasy.
Can I change this one for this one, please?
Nope.
Okay, so Contemptor's in. I'm quickly going to change. I'm going to reroll on camera, and we shall come back.
It's right, because he's going to reroll a double
Yeah.
1. Not far off.
Even if I can, it's basically.
Just come towards me a little bit.
non-existent.
Come on then. We will double check that rule though, won't we?
Yeah, we will. We will. So there we go. This is the only charge I wanted to get in hasn't gone in.
And they got blasted in the face as well.
And I lost 4. So yeah, we're gonna go into combat coming up next. Okay, starting on the right flank of the table. I'm gonna let Rob attack first. They've got chainswords, so you do have shred though. So let's go.
Hitting on force.
Hitting you on force. Yep, both weapons go 5.
That's not too shabby.
That's not bad at all.
And then
force
force
reroll.
wound. Thank goodness for that reroll.
Yeah, you do need it.
So that was a 5. That one.
Okay, so
There we go.
what's that? 3, 6, 7
7.
wounds in total. Okay, I'm going to strike back because I've got the dice in my hand. So it's this twice actually, 4 attacks each.
Oh
Crazy.
my days.
So hitting on 4s. Take these off. Take these off, and I've got Furious Charge, which is +1 strength.
+1 strength, yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking for 3s on these. Not re-rolling on anything, just 3s on these. But looking for 6s. Okay.
Okay,
so
that wasn't great. That wasn't
that's
great.
just 4 for now.
I'll make a little pile of ones I
Yes.
need to save.
And
So
then
4.
these are hitting on 4s. Need to re-roll that. Take these off. That's a bit better. Actually, it's more or less the same. Take all these off. And then 3s to wound. Looking for 6s. Okay.
2 6s.
So many 1s and 2s. Okay, so another 4 added to that pile.
Okay, right.
And then 2 6s that go. You don't have an invulnerable
I
save,
cannot
right?
do anything about that. So we've got to remove 1.
So 1's dead already,
from that.
and then all the rest to go through. And then you did 7 wounds, right?
I
4,
did
5,
do
6,
7 wounds.
7. Okay, so do you want to do your 2 up saves?
So
2 up
it was
saves.
8 in total, wasn't it? 2 up saves. So I lose 1 wound.
1 wound.
So I lost 3 wounds in total.
Yep, and then these are 2 ups. And that is 1 wound. And then my sergeant now hits back. So,
oh god.
hitting on 4s. I have mastercrafted him, so I can reroll 1. That's 2 hits. 2s to kill.
2 to kill, yep.
That is 2
That
more
will
dead.
do some real killing.
That will do a lot of killing, actually, yes.
So 1 dead.
And another 1.
And another 1 dead as well.
Okay.
So, we'll take this
So
away.
I've won by... So I've done a total
1 by
of
5,
1
because
by
I've
5.
lost 6 wounds.
Yeah, and you've
lost
done
1.
Yeah. I've got a Vixalia, so I get +1 as well there.
What?
Yes.
Outrageous.
So
Okay.
6, lost by 6.
Okay. So
Lost by 6.
Sergeant still there?
Yep, perfect.
Definitely failed. Yeah.
Okay, so can I cut you down? That is a
2.
2.
Give me 1.
I think they've got Crusade.
Oh no! So you can roll 2 dice.
I can roll 2 dice
and then pick
the
which one you
highest.
want. Yeah. So you definitely got me.
Yes, yeah.
That will do the trick.
Not bad. Okay, so you've cut something down. I've cut something
Yeah,
down.
that's good. Nice.
Now I have a Leviathan to deal with.
Excellent.
Fun
Yeah.
times.
It was all part of my plan.
Yes. Don't want to deal with a Leviathan. Hopefully it hasn't seen many moves the other way around.
I've got Sigismund's unit to take down next though. So the agony of choice.
Everybody
isn't
wants
it?
to see that. Come on. Bring it to me. Okay, quickly go on to this side of the table. We've got the Contemptor off. I'll let you roll first because you own 1 wound, and I think we're just both going to die anyway.
I think that's probably likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've only
So
got
3 attacks.
3 attacks.
Hitting on
here,
4s.
Oh, that's a great start, isn't it?
a
Only
great
1 though.
Only 1.
Come on.
2s to wound.
So you got
Okay.
3 saves.
3 brutals, and
Yep.
I've got 4 wounds, right?
Oh. So
Yeah.
I can't actually kill you here.
No, you
what
definitely
the-
can't.
Oh my
Definitely
gosh.
can't. Okay, I'm striking back. I'm going to use... Shall I use my rainbow dice or my Gibraltar dice? Rainbow dice it is. Hitting on that.
Okay, double 1.
Oh,
So
brutal 3.
it's all right there because I'm going to make all 5s, mate.
You just have to do what I did.
Easy peasy. Oh, so close.
A 6, a 5, and a 1. Does he blow up?
So he definitely will blow up, and let's see how far.
That is 3,
3,
so it
so
just gets him.
Just catches
gets
you.
him. I'm going to wound you.
Oh, you, sorry. We'll take your one. So wounds. Then it's, it doesn't do anything.
No, nothing.
No,
no.
that's it, isn't it? Yeah.
It was onto me, right?
Yeah, that was you.
Yeah,
actually.
so I
go-
have
go
to roll.
it,
And
yeah.
we were doing the
Yeah.
wrong place. So that's
So
fine.
wins. Oh, that's okay. That's your save, is it? Yeah.
That's my save, yeah.
Nice one.
So that Contemptor's dead.
And then you get to consolidate.
I'll consolidate my initiative, which is just a bit. Just squeeze it this way.
Hello there.
And I'll consolidate here as well.
Yes.
My initiative, and then that's it.
That's
That's
it.
my turn. I don't score any points because I'm not within.
And you've got no line.
I've
units
got no
left.
more line. I'm just here to kill stuff. So that's it. That's how it is. Let's go on to turn 3 for the Alpha Legion. Coming up next, it is not turn 3 because I have forgot to charge with my Terminators. Thankfully, Mr. Medus.
It's good that I'm here to remind you, isn't
he
it?
reminded me, and he's a good person. And he's going to allow me to charge. But you're going to Overwatch first
No, because I used my reaction on the these guys.
Oh yes, you shot back on there. Okay, so on charge in. That is only a 4. -2, right?
As if you can even get there. Let's have a
can't
look.
even
So
get
4. No.
Because I need an extra. So look, we're back. We're back to your turn.
I will move them up just 2 inches.
Yes,
because 2 inches
thank you
closer.
very much.
Just
Okay.
ready to be shot by some Volcaps.
Okay, can't believe I missed that. Okay, on to turn 3 now.
3.
And up next. Alpha Legion movement now over everything, going in for the kill. There's only 4 units now on the table, no, 5 units actually. Every time I look,
Yeah, we keep on
more.
forgetting this. I
There's
said
more.
there was no line units, and actually here's a line. It's not about to last be here for long.
a lot, but we can see what it is. But my basically move was to actually take out these troop choices, these tactical squads, and gain it at the same time. But no,
Failed miserably, yeah.
They decided that the deep striking in was enough for them for today. So what I've done is, do you want to take us through your movement, and
Yeah,
then
sure.
I'll do my reactions?
Yeah,
right?
so I've tried to set up a number of kind of assaults here particularly with Sigismund in the centre. So I've given the whole army sudden strike. So that's the last of my kind of special rules I can give army wide.
+1 initiative, right?
+1 initiative when I charge, not in combat, just when I charge. So I've moved the javelins out of the way.
Lovely.
I'm moving them to this side of the rock here to get a bead on the Terminators. And then you helpfully move 2 inches up.
Yes.
So I've got just a cheeky little bead on the, kind of the first 3.
From the Volkites,
I've moved the attack squad closer to this objective just to secure it even further than what it was before.
Lovely.
I have, though, come off this objective, so I won't be scoring that because I want to get into a combat with Sigismund. And just to say, I forgot to roll. It will not die.
And he rolled a 6.
Yeah, so he loves
back to fresh wounds.
He loves not dying.
Yeah.
I've moved these 16. They've got a whopper of a movement. 16 is so good. So hopefully I'll be able to either shoot at the Land Raider potentially, or shoot at these guys. You fail. In fact, you don't even to fail. Just fail the leadership check on 10, and there'll be a -1 weapon skill.
Naughty.
I've brought these guys up to get a bead on
the Dreadnought.
On the Dread here. These guys have come closer to the objective to grab it because obviously Alfarius.
They hadn't grabbed it. This is the first time.
This is the first time. Yeah, you've kind of put a wall of Contemptors and tactical Marines with Heart of the Legion on. What I'm concerned about the explosion from this, so we'll see how how that one goes. And then finally the Leviathan, just back over here. I've brought up just to kind of get some shooting off, whittle this unit down
before you get stuck in.
Exactly, yeah. It's the Alpha Legion way, right? We don't want you at your strongest. We want you at the weakest before we stab you in the face.
Perfect. So that is my movement. What I did is I reacted with this unit instead of going back. I am the finest in the Imperial Fists rank, so I've actually moved towards obviously his ranks because I need to apply pressure. There's a -2 to move through those barricades as well. So the closer I am to those objectives, the better it is. Now, that's the movement over. And let's go into some shooting coming up. Starting off on my left flank, Rob's right flank, we shall start with laser destroyers.
That's right. Yeah, straight into the Contemptor. This Contemptor's been giving me real hassle.
He has been. I told you he was going to go, and then suddenly he's not.
So we're hitting on 3 twin links.
Okay.
So I'll take this one.
And then 2 to wound.
2 to wound. No ordnance doesn't matter here.
Nope.
Fortunately. So 4 saves.
He could be dying. He could be dead. But he not. Alas, he lives on 1 wound. Okay. What else have we got?
That I think has made my decision pretty simple.
Okay.
So I'm going to shoot with this double melter. Contemptor into your Contemptor, see if we can strip that.
I'm actually going to shoot back now because I think it's the end of him for today.
That's outrageous.
It's outrageous, I know. Okay, and my last cannon's instantly kill as well. Because
I'm shooting this guy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm instantly.
They instantly kill. No. That's not how the game works.
Okay, so do you want to shoot first?
I would love to shoot.
4 shots, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1. Rerolling.
Twin links, Don't need it.
4's to wound, 3's to wound.
Let's have a look though, because I might be within 12. I certainly am. So I'm certainly going to re-roll.
Cheeky. 3s. Okay, so that's 3 wounds in total.
Stranger things have happened this game.
5 ups. He is dead. He blows up 2 inches, so catches 2. I would say 2, 1.
1.
Just 1. Yeah. So it doesn't wound him. And then, but before that, I will shoot back into your Contemptor. So 2 las cannons. That's 2 hits. 2 wounds, and a melter, which doesn't hit.
Not twin linked, so
2 wounds.
2 5-ups. So
that's 1 down to 5.
I'm really insulting you. I'm going to take your wound dice.
Yeah, we like recycling.
And I'm going to use it.
We like recycling.
On my guy.
There we go. We like recycling. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to do this off camera.
Yeah.
We're going to do any small arms fire there can be, so a couple of bolt shots here. We're going to do the Volkites as well off camera. I don't know if you command squad has some shots.
Got some Volkites.
And then we'll come back for...
the fun stuff, right?
The big guns.
Yeah,
the big guns. There we go. Okay, we're back, and we've not only done the grav, but we're doing some small arms fire. So, first of all, these 2 grav Phobos speeders have actually hit 4 times. One of them slightly scattered, but still hit only 1. So it's this number of hits. I need to roll under my strength, so I need to roll 1, 2s, and 3s. Ooh, look at that.
That's pretty impressive.
That's only
Did
1.
I get 1? Oof.
And I have a 2-up save.
Yep.
which I passed.
Excellent. However,
Wow.
what I would like you to
Concussive.
do is do a concussive check.
Okay, so
On a leadership check of 10.
Because of
Roll big
I'm
for me.
fearless, but this doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't matter.
That is a 6. They're fine. So concussive, what that does, you say, for those of you new, it's -1 weapon skill for that unit.
Which would have been really handy.
Really handy for that Ampharis fight. Okay, so next up, we've got 5 Volkite pistols from the command squad. Choose to wound. Sorry, choose to save.
Oh, and you save them all.
Then we've got a rending shot from Ampharis, which is a 6-up. Goes through. So 1 is down to 1 wound.
Super.
Not that one, because that's my sergeant, but that one. And then we've got some bolter fire into them. So 2-ups. That is 1 dead.
Excellent.
And 1 is down to 1 wound
That was
remaining.
all part of my cunning.
That is your plan, isn't it? Because you do have the Volkites up next.
Yeah. So I'm going to fire this unit into that squad as well.
Okay, perfect. So that's all the shots. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 shots.
25 shots.
Do you have enough dice?
I think I do
If
not.
I think you have 20 there, right?
20 dice here.
20.
Do you want to give me a cheeky
I'll give
5?
you a cheeky 5 Gibraltar dice.
Thank you
There
very
we
much.
go. Official team dice.
Excellent.
And they're hitting on. I'm going to move on to
I can't cope with these dice. They're whoppers. I can't.
Okay,
Woo,
so
need
hitting
big
on
hands.
hitting on 3s.
Lots of 1s. I need a preferred enemy back for that,
Yeah.
I think.
There's a random white dice in there.
Yeah, it's an extra one. It's my lucky dice. That's
And then,
all 3.
yep.
Oh, there's a 2 there. I think that's all of them, isn't it?
And then
Choose to wound.
Choose to wound, yeah. Choose to wound. There we go.
So,
A couple of, that's a one there.
oh yeah.
So I'm going to roll these. Because
Are you just going to roll?
It's just going to be easy
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do.
fair play.
So 2-ups here.
Yep.
That's 1 dead. Goes 1's on 1 wound. Just 1 dead.
Oh, well done.
Which is the one on 1 wound, which is you. You are dead. So a couple less now in the unit, slowly whittling down, but still more things to shoot.
All part of
We've
my
got
plan.
Leviathan and your speeders.
Yeah, well, we can do the speeders because that's pretty
Speeders.
easy, right?
Into the Terminators.
Yeah, exactly right. So hitting on. So the last cannons hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s.
Oh yes, that's
Lovely.
exactly
Choose
what I
to
want.
wound.
2s.
That is 3.
3.
I'm actually
4
going
perhaps.
to do my visual storm shield. So
You're going to take them all on them.
well, I'm going to try.
You play
first
by your
one.
own rules, don't you?
3
Look
up.
at this.
3 up. That's a pass. That's a pass.
What the?
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's dead.
That'll
And
learn,
now
yeah.
you do have your melters.
I've
first,
still got
so
my
you
melters,
you should have wounded before, so sorry about that.
2 hits.
Hits and choose to wound.
2s to wound. Oh, look at that.
4 ups.
Ooh.
Both passed. So it's just my sergeant that is dead, perished by a las cannon to the face. That must hurt quite a lot. And now you've got your Leviathan to finish off your turn. Do you know what you're doing with him?
Yeah, I'm going to fire into Sigismund's unit.
Okay.
And I just want Sigismund. It feels like the Alpha Legion way, just to bully people
Yes.
until they're.
I want him with no retinue. Okay. So I'm going to do the melter first.
I'll do the Melta Lance.
Okay.
So hitting on 2s. Oh dear. 2s to wound.
Choose to
2
wound.
6-ups.
That's 2 dead. Zoink, zoink.
1 Melta gun.
Yep. That's
Hits.
a hit.
Wounds.
That's a wound. That is not just 1 dead. This is the melter from the fist, right?
Melta from the fist.
Okay. And then you've got the flame
And then I'm
templates.
not going to shoot any more.
Not shoot anymore.
No, I don't
Okay.
want you.
To
You're
remove.
just in the position I want you to be.
Okay.
Just close enough with this guy with the fake signatures here.
Perfect.
So perfect.
Okay. Perfect. So that is the end of your shooting then.
is, yeah.
And let's go on to some cheeky charges coming up next. We are back. 2 charges, both into the same unit. We've got the Leviathan going in first. So I can brace, right, with me being fearless?
You absolutely can. I need 7 to get in, but
Okay.
he's got move through cover, so he's going to ignore that.
Perfect. So
difficult
7. I
terrain.
don't have to risk it and get the minor, take off the attack on the other. I'm actually going to do it now.
Okay.
I'm actually going to do it now. It's a pass. So I brace and you ignore. You get 1 attack less.
And this is why I wanted to do this one first.
Yeah, because I just
exactly.
do the other.
So
looking for 7.
7 to get him.
That is more than enough. It's an 8. So you smash it in. You do have Hammer of Wrath here.
Yeah, D3 Hammer of Wrath. I will do that in a second, mate.
Okay.
So we'll do this one. So this is obviously going through difficult terrain as well.
Yes, so minus 2.
So -2.
Yeah.
So 4. So I need 6 to get
6 in.
in. Yeah.
I think you'll do
This
it.
is a big
Don't
moment.
fail this. This
big
is-
big moment.
Everybody wants this. There we go.
Boom.
A true 10.
Look
so he's
at
moved.
that.
Do you want to go Hammer of Wrath really quickly before we finish?
Oh yeah. Do we do resolve all the combats? We resolve all the charges, and then
we do that.
We go to the initiative.
Okay, cool. Perfect. So I'll let Rob move up and then go on to the fight phase, basically. And start with initiative 10 on the Leviathan's Hammer of Wrath. Okay, we are back, and what a fight we have for you. I think we've all been waiting. I'm sure you guys at home have been waiting for this moment, because I certainly have. Now, first of all, initiative 10, we've got Hammer of Wrath. It's Hammer of Wrath 3, right?
3 Hammer of Wrath.
And strength?
Strength 8.
8, which is his base strength. So choose 2 wounds. That is 2 wounds.
Yeah, so you might need to do
one at a time, yeah.
One at a time.
So 2 up for the brethren, 2 up for the brethren, and that's him survives. Okay, now we go at initiative, which is both at the same time?
I am Sudden Strike, because that's the rule that I said that I would have.
Clever man.
Because I thought this might happen. So
what's your initiative anyway?
It would usually be 6.
Okay, so you would still hit first. I'm initiative 5. Anyway.
So I'm actually going at initiative 7.
Lovely. Okay, so my weapon skill is 7. Yours is 7?
It is, yeah.
Okay, so 4's to hit. Here we go.
So I've got 7 attacks on the charge.
Wow.
And my weapon is strength 6. It's instant death, but it won't make a difference for
because I'm Eternal Warrior somewhere.
But it is AP1, but doesn't have Master Crafted. Ooh. Don't know what that's about.
What is going on?
So hitting on 4s.
Okay.
Would have been nice if I had concussed you, but that's a pretty.
That's not bad at all.
Roll.
Is it Master Crafted? Did you say?
It's not Master Crafted.
And strength is
6.
6. So choose 2 wounds, my friend. That is 4.
4 saves, please.
And I do have 4 up invulnerable saves.
Okay.
I don't think I have 3 ups, right? I have 4.
No, you got 4
ups. Yeah. Okay. And have got, how many wounds have I got? I've got 4. Please.
So roll.
Please let me strike
some
back.
1s, 2s, and 3s.
Let me strike back. Come on, baby. There we go.
Oh, alive on 2 wounds.
So he's down to 2.
The Emperor's champion.
My turn to strike. Here we go. Hitting on 4s. Is it Master Crafted? Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is, I think, yeah.
Oh, it's a full house.
Oh, lovely.
My strength is +2, so strength 6. Your toughness is 5.
My toughness is 6. I'm a Primarch. How dare you suggest that I'm toughness 5?
Very true. That is very true. I am sorry. Hit it. Wounding on 4s, though. Here we go. That is 3. That is 3.
Jesus Christ.
What's your invulnerable save?
4 up.
4 up. Yeah. Okay.
So
and I make you reroll that.
What?
Any past invulnerable saves, you reroll.
Hey, another 6.
Okay, so we both lose 2 wounds each.
2 wounds.
So combat at the moment is a draw. But I've got a Vixilia, which I'm winning by now. By 1 now.
That's not
good.
I don't like that. Were you initiative 5, by the way?
My initiative is 5, yes.
Okay, well, my Leviathan is also going to go at initiative 5.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's got
plus
7 strike.
Yeah.
And you disordered me, right?
Yes, I did. Okay. So you don't get the extra
attack.
Okay.
Do you
want to do his attacks?
Hitting on 4s?
No, because there's only 2 guys there, right?
Yeah, but your weapon skill is
5.
5? Oh, so we use.
Yeah, but I would use the majority, which is his, right?
You would use the highest, but you're in a challenge.
Does that just totally get it off?
I think we need to look at the rule book.
Okay, let's check. Okay, we're back. We've actually checked, and there's nothing that implies that you have to do it like that. So I guess we go back to multiple units in the combat.
Yep.
We go with the majority or the highest if there's 2. So you shall be hitting on.
Yeah, so I'll be hitting on
5s.
5s, but he's actually got 4 attacks, which
is good.
So hitting on 5s.
Okay.
Make 1.
Lovely.
And then choose
to wound, yeah.
So it's got brutal 3.
Okay, so 3 6s. I have to do
3 6s. I mean, you've done that so far today.
Okay, now.
Nice one.
So he's dead. So that's another 2 wounds on it. So you are now winning by 1. Yep. And now you have all your Terminators to hit before.
I certainly do. So we've got, I'll do Thunderhammers first.
Ouch.
So we've got...
I forgot there was Thunderhammers.
3 guys with Thunderhammers.
Okay, perfect.
Hitting you on 5s though, even as weapon skill 5. So hitting you on 5s.
Lovely.
So 1, 2,
3, 4. That's not bad. I think that's what you need. And then wounding on 2s.
With brutal 2.
With brutal 2, yeah.
4 saves, please.
4 saves. A brutal 2.
Could happen. So
that's 4.
Sorry. Yeah, 4 in total. Yeah, that's right.
That's him dead.
Boom!
That's him dead. Smashed in the face by a thunderhammer. Sledgehammer to the face. So guess what? That Siggy's dead.
That's it.
That is a total of 3 points for that kill.
3 points because of
Slay the
Headhunter,
Warlord and
Leviathal.
Hunter. So, I'm going to do something now. I'm waving a little flag here behind the camera, which you won't see, but I will shake out my hands.
Good game. GG.
And it's a win to the Alpha Legion, a brutal win to the Alpha Legion. 3 units still on the table that probably won't be there next turn. Nothing really I could do. No line units to score apart from the Terminators, which have to deal with a hell of a lot still on the battlefield, including a Primarch. So I think it's the best thing to do. Go home, guys. Go back to your families. Have fun for Christmas. We shall talk about it all in the end of game conclusion coming right up.
Antharius unleashed a blistering assault on Sigismund, yet would not deliver the final blow. In return, the Loyalist champion managed to strike home against the Alpha Legion Primarch. Yet it became apparent Antharius had only intended to distract the Imperial Fist, so that his retinue could find a weakness in Sigismund's defense and finish him.
And there we have it, the end of the game, and a win to the Traitors, a win to the Alpha Legion. Brutal win, 12-2 the final score. Sigismund off the table, nearly tabled. Don't know what I feel about this.
How often do you, what's your win to loss ratio? Do you
it's
win
like
50-50?
It's like 50-50.
50-50.
It's like 50-50.
When was the last time you had a game like that one then?
No, a brutal win. So I faced the Mara, what is it we call
Marascara?
it? The Maragal Mash.
Oh, right,
So it's
okay.
3 Maragals.
Okay.
And it is absolutely
Oh,
horrendous.
that's savage.
So
Yeah,
it's
okay.
like, and that wasn't a long time ago. So I feel like I don't feel like I'm not in the best of places right now with defeat. So, but yeah, cracking game. I think we've seen very, very well how the Alpha Legion actually performs, all the tricks, the style of the Alpha Legion as well, specifically, which we all love. I think it's very narrative driven, the whole Rite of War, the whole how units can move here and there. I think Antharius as well brings a lot of flavor to the list itself.
Yeah, so I think that the Imperial Fist list was actually, I thought, super. It's a strong list, I think. Even led by Sigismund, Pride of the Legion. You've got quite a few. Not all a line, but you've got Templar Brethren, which are quite hard to get rid of, I think.
Yes, they are.
They hit the Golden Keshig like a freight train.
They did. When they strike in, they're pretty decent. Yeah.
But I think one of the things about that list was that there were a lot of vehicles.
Yeah.
And you had a lot of las cannons, but I had no vehicles that you could just like pop or whatever. So it meant you were whittling wounds down all the time.
Yeah.
The problem with it, the problem with that is that it feels like often you're not getting anywhere fast when you're having to whittle things down.
No, I think that the Grav has made the big difference. Obviously, the Grav is so potent. It's so good, and it brought down most of my army in the opening turns. And obviously, when you're having 2 dreadnoughts less in the table, and suddenly your gun platforms, which are your land raiders, are suddenly not there either. You get hit quite hard. Obviously, the pressure you apply, the pressure that the Alpha Legion apply as you're going forward as well, is very good against my list, because obviously it's not allowing me to move towards the objectives and score. And I think you played it really, really well. Would you have done anything differently?
I don't think in that game I would have done anything differently. I felt like I was aggressive at all times, and I think that having bases, the 60mm bases, makes it feel like you've got quite a lot of ball control.
I said it off camera, didn't it, a couple of times? It felt like there was so much on the table that you didn't actually know.
You feel quite psychologically squeezed in.
It is.
That I think is difficult to just come back from. Even if you're not that squeezed in, you've got all these, and these models are, got 2 and 3 up saves, but they don't really have invuln saves, with the speeders and the Golden Keshig, but it's just that psychological element that makes you feel penned in.
Apart from that, you're always constantly thinking about all the things that you have to think of, like the -2 from the Alpha Legion, your Rite of your extra reaction. So it's pretty tricky, just because that -2 doesn't feel like a lot, but it actually is quite a lot.
It is nuts, yeah.
It is a lot.
One of the things I think with that list that I tried to lean in with was the fact that you have the difficult and dangerous terrain from the Grav, combined with the Alpha Legion rule as well. Now, if you have a table like the one we were playing on with actually quite a lot of terrain, you're in a situation where there's difficult and dangerous terrain most of the time, you know, that you're having to charge through. And if you can put your Alpha Legion units behind that, it just means that a lot of the time you're charging your charges at a -4.
Yeah,
and
which is huge.
Which is it's a nightmare to deal with. You know, that a 7, which is, you know, the most often that you would get, you know, it's
only 11.
Is an 11, and you're just like, I might as well not make this charge.
Yeah.
And again, I think that's you know, for your opponent, that's psychologically just, you know, difficult to come back from, and then you feel penned in as well, and it just stacks really nicely. I think what I would say going in, when we were kind of discussing earlier kind of lists and things like that, one of the Achilles heels of the list though is that if you were to get into close combat with it, not with our Forest's unit as the exception,
apart from that,
it would crumble. It will crumble.
And we
really,
saw it on a couple of occasions.
You know, Golden Keshig, boom, just went. But I think the key to kind of unlocking the list that I ran today is that you have to get in so quickly. Yeah. So much so, I actually think an orbital assault list, a mass deep strike. Yeah. That I would really struggle with that, but lists that kind of come towards me slowly, you know, grind towards it.
I think like a more infantry-driven shooty army is quite deadly as well. Yeah. Like the likes of illustrious assault cannons, which I personally didn't bring this time because for me they're just far too good. You know, hitting on 2s, normally wounding on 2s, rending. They're just absolutely horrible. But a couple of those units would actually do very, very well.
I think so. And
against your speeders.
The other thing to say on that is that when I used the grav on a unit, they did nothing. Yes. If you have an infantry heavy force and you don't lean into the tanks and don't lean into the dreadnoughts, that's I think where those points then get wasted as well.
Now, obviously, we knew what we were bringing, but obviously, if you start tailoring, like not bringing the dreads, it comes a bit redundant. So we bought 2 forces that were equally the same, with dreadnoughts, with infantry. Obviously, I bought the tanks because I needed to unload and get that movement up the field to unload those powerful close combat units. But anyway, a beautiful game. Really enjoyed it. Obviously, we see a very different style of tactics from any other legions that we've seen in the last couple of months. Obviously, the Legion, the Alpha Legion do it differently, and this is why we've liked to have them in the battle report and obviously in the SN studio. Now, before we move over to the end, obviously, let's talk a bit about Meda's miniatures and obviously Heresy Hammer. Roberto, it's all yours. We've briefly touched upon base at the very beginning, but tell us a bit about Meda's miniatures and then follow it up.
So if you're looking to get a commission, then I'm your guy. Particularly if you're looking to get a Horus Heresy commission, although I do any kind of commission you want me to. So I've been doing kind of commission work for just about 2 years now, and kind of 18 months doing it full time. Absolutely love it, and you know, work on people's armies all around the world. So if you're somebody in Australia and you're looking for somebody to paint up your Horus Heresy army, I'd love to do that. So get in contact. I'm sure all the details will be below. Yep. But I also host a podcast with my three friends Lee and John called Heresy Hammer, where we focus on all things Horus Heresy. It's a long format podcast on YouTube. You know, our episodes last 2 or 3 hours, so great if you want a hobby too, and just have it on in the background. We do things like community sharing, so we do #Heresy Hammer, where we share some of people's work from all around the community. And we've got I don't know when this is going out, probably in December, but we've got a giveaway. If this comes out in December,
I've seen it already.
We've got basically an army giveaway, and we've also got a Patreon as well. So we do Tactica shows, 2 Tactica shows a month. They last around half an hour to 60 minutes. The last one we just did was all about Sicarans. So we kind of rated the Sicarans, talked about which was the best Sicarans, and then before that, I actually did an expose on the Alpha Legion list that I just took, that I went to Warhammer World with. So it's all about unlocking kind of tactical potential. I know that Heresy is a game, you know, a largely narrative game, but also we know that there are people who like the kind of gaming aspect and the technicalities of that gaming. So we cater for that through the Patreon. It'd be great if you go check it out. Great if you could subscribe for as little as £3 a month. Less than a cup of coffee.
Exactly
And you get
what I said.
hours of entertainment. We've got about 30, 40, 50 hours on there already. And then we also run events in the UK. So we've got 4 events, I think, on so far next year. And all the event materials that we do is shared on the Patreon as well. So Age of Darkness cards that we've come up with, tactical objective cards and things like that, they're all on Patreon that you can print off. All our games that we do, all there as well. So it'd be great for you guys to go and check that.
And it's very important to support. We've got a small community, so it's very important to support anything you can. Even if it's like a simple comment, share, all those sorts of things. If you can't obviously subscribe. There's plenty of things to help us.
Absolutely.
Anyway, it's been a pleasure to have you, Rob.
Thank you.
There's another battle report. If you haven't seen the Zone Mortalis one, maybe you've seen the Zone Mortalis one before this. If you haven't, there's more. So go and check out the Zone Mortalis.
I promise there'll be no grab.
No grab.
In the Zone Mortalis game.
Dark Angels was for Alpha Legion. Cracking game as well. And with that said, that is the end of us for today. We'll catch you in the next battle report very, very soon.
Bye-bye now.